had a big meal. Miss Strassi Smith will cook you to like anything. So she had a big giant Thanksgiving type dinner, and church was like on slow motion day.
Really?
Slow motion. Oh,
I mean, I was in church from 9 to basically 1 o'clock.
Why so long?
From 9 to 1.
Yeah, man. Resurrection Day, it is what it is. I'm gonna be fair about it. You would think, well, I'm counting Sunday school too, but because I teach like a Sunday school class. But
Okay.
that being said, my pastor, some people came up. About, I think it was a total of 7-8 people gave their lives today.
Wow.
So that was good.
Great.
That was good. You know, hey, it is what it is. So. And of course,
I was just about to ask the same thing.
Sunday school teacher?
Yeah.
Wow.
Actually, I teach 11th and 12th graders. We
Really?
we have a prep class. Our class is basically me and PM teach it, along with Minister Mo Lucky. We it's like 3 of us. We teach the class, and basically, the class is just preparing them for college and after high school. So you know my end of it. I did not go to college. But my end is from the school of hard knocks, and I keep it real from them one thing. Whereas PM and Lucky give them all ecology stuff, you know, prep classes, what you got to take, and I'm basically talking about sex and, you know, and the hood and what dudes gonna do, and when you get to college, what you got to look for. And also there are some students that aren't going to college, so I give them the perspective of somebody who did not. So it's pretty cool. What's up?
Nice.
Please just tell me that they don't give you chalk and use other chalk.
Drawing stick people.
Actually, T-Taylor is kind of funny.
No, that would not be funny at all.
It is kind of funny. We got a little board. It's kind of funny to me. Yeah, I never was a good chalk writer either, because I write lefty. So if any of y'all out there lefty, you realize the thing that's bad about being a lefty is you smear your writing. Righties go and then they start again here. Lefties go across, and then when they're writing across, they're smearing as they're going. The pen is beforehand,
so you're smearing.
So I'm smearing as I'm going, because the chalk is about this big. So you got your little finger there, but what's so cool is it's erasable. I love it, and I love making that tap sound. That
you're erasing while you're writing. So you're good.
What the?
I purposely tap on so it sounds like I'm intelligent. I'll be like, class, the principal. You know, it's one of those deals. So it's kind of cool.
Wow.
Very good.
What did you do, T. Tatum?
I actually started my day by waking up at 7.
Okay.
And I helped out at church.
Nice.
And then I came home, lay down for a little bit. Then I got my cook on, my eat on, my drink on, my eat on.
Your drink on?
Just a little drink.
Okay.
It's a taste, right?
Well, you were
Sip. I went and hung out.
You were having
family.
Communion to the 5th power.
I did not have what was communion? The donut. I did not have glazed.
Oh yeah,
the glazed
donut.
Too funny.
We ate like pure pigs
tonight. And soups. What'd you do?
For the first time, probably ever, after church, we went to the beach and to the amusement park.
Wow.
We didn't cook a thing at home.
So you were
not even breakfast
last night when you were like, let's skip church. I thought about it when I
Oh,
left.
no, I didn't skip. I went to church.
But I know you when you said initially you were thinking about skipping.
And guess what? So we went because, the 19-year-old said, gotta go to church.
Gotta
Guess
go.
who didn't show?
Oh, wow. He said, listen, I said, you got to go. I ain't said, I got to go, Mom.
I got a quick question for you, Soups. And because you, of course, being Superwoman, everything. And when is the age that the child has a right to say, I'm not going, or when does a parent basically not bother to wake their kid up and say, all right, whatever? Is it like 15 or whatever? Because there are kids that parents make go to church.
Yeah, once you graduate, high school and you hit 18, it's on you.
Wow,
that makes sense.
Up until high school and you under my roof, you getting up and you going to church. And quite possibly, if you're still in my house when you should be on your way to college, you're going to hear about it. And I might not be able to drag you out of bed and make you go, but I'll certainly cut your cell phone off.
Wow.
I remember to this moment that day my mom walked into the room and she was like, I am tired of forcing you all to go to church. I was probably 13, 14. So my oldest brother was around 17, 18. She was like, from now on, you all have to make the decision. And that's what I did. The next 2 weeks, I was like, Then I started itching, but my brothers never went back.
Really?
Not regularly, no.
You know, my parents never had to make me go to church. My starting to go to church was on my own. And matter of fact, when I went to church, I didn't even go to church with my parents. I went to church with a friend of mine and his mom and dad. They actually are the ones who introduced me to their church, and I didn't even start going to church with my parents. So,
Nice.
Same thing with me.
Yeah.
That's actually the same thing with me.
She
I was
can't
never.
hear my mic.
I was
Yeah,
never.
I hear you.
I was never forced to go to church either.
Yeah, turn her up a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. Can you
And
hear
at
me?
some point, I did just start
Check,
going
check.
to
Oh,
church.
right,
But
right.
I think that personally,
Test.
I do think when you're a child, your parents should
I don't even
make
check.
you go to church so that you
Test.
can get.
There we go. Sorry, JD. Say that
problem.
again.
So I think when you're young, your parents should make you go to church so you can really get that, because it's, for me, if nothing else, it's a great moral value that you get
True.
from the church, if nothing else. But I mean, to me, by ninth grade, I say 14, that's when I think it kind of should be their decision, because then, for one, if you force a teenager to go to church, they may be going to church for the wrong reasons then. So
They will be going to church for a lot of times. For
Yeah,
the
I
wrong
don't care if you
reasons.
go for the wrong reasons as long as you're there.
Well, okay.
Sure.
Okay.
Wow.
Hear that?
Hey, the Lord's word goes out, never comes back void. It establishes that which it was sent out to establish. So
True.
raise a child in the way that they should go. When they're old, they won't depart from it. And so that's kind of where I'm like, yeah, I'll twist your ear. You gone.
I'm going to give y'all a story about church too, and how the spirit is really in there, and things happen. How old was I? Probably was around 14, 15, maybe somewhere around that age. And I had my girlfriend went to the church that I went to, and one day we were there for rehearsal. I don't know if we were having a concert or something. Something was going on in the church. We were supposed to be having a concert, right? So we both try to be slick, try to slip off. One slipped off. You know what I'm saying? And the other one slipped off. We in this little room, we kissing and stuff like that, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I mean, because it was slick how we did it. Nobody really should have noticed, but her father just pops up out of nowhere.
Ooh.
Like, so, I tried to shoot through the back way or whatever, and what happened, I shoot around the back way, and her pops is standing there with her. I guess he knew the church, so it was funny. So we both walking back down into the place for all the rest of the people, and I'm like dreading seeing her mom. Everybody else, I'm like, God, they're gonna kill me. So it was Sunday, because it didn't happen on Sunday, but Sunday came. Like I said, I had gotten away the whole day. I sat downstairs. I didn't sit up in the pulpit like usual. And I thought I was home free. I was like, yes, I'm about to get out of here. Because it was like a basement. I was going to the basement door to get out. And lo and behold, who I run into? Her mama standing there like, you thought you wasn't going to see me today, didn't you? Smacked me in the back of my head. Said, crazy. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you kids? And I was like, wow. So God does work in mysterious ways, because there was no reason that Pop should have just popped up in the spot that he did.
That's that seventh.
I was about to say that red light went on and said, where's my daughter at?
Yeah.
Tick, 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 tick,
And
tick.
where's that little nappy head boy at?
Yeah.
Hold up.
When were you no longer nappy headed?
Oh, well, I wasn't nappy headed then. I'm just saying, that's
'Cause
probably
you
that's
said-
not what he called me.
I would not be surprised, Smooth P, if you told me you came out bald. Because
Oh,
it's such
she
a
said
good
if I
look.
came out
No,
bald.
it's just such a good look on you.
Actually, I came out with an afro.
Did
Seriously, I did. I came out with an afro.
Aw.
I came out with a forehead of hair. So I just started cutting myself bald to about 16, 17.
See?
I started doing a bald.
See, I
thing.
had a feeling you had been bald for a very long time.
Yes.
Wow.
All right, y'all. Tonight, we're excited to rate and review Dawn Richards' new release, Amore On.
Armor.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay, well, it was. That's how you.
I think that erotic got
on.
to you. That erotic
Yeah, that
title
erotic,
we
'cause
have
you
come
are-
up
Well,
with, like,
it's
Everything got French.
Amor.
It's a
Amore.
space.
Oh,
It's a
yeah.
space in there. So I figured it was a 2-part. That's supposed to be armor.
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 Okay,
Armor
well
on.
that's a typo. Then I'm going to switch it up. Then armor.
It's a space.
You don't see the space between the R and O?
It's not armor. It's not armor all like what you clean your tires with.
What?
Okay.
Never mind.
Armor. I'm
man.
going to change.
Armor on.
The ladies are fixing me. So
I gotta
armor.
get my ding. I gotta get my bell. I
Yeah,
gotta.
that-
He need his glasses.
I need
I
something.
know. He's like the space. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Too funny. So all right, we're gonna introduce ourselves. We haven't done that yet.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start with my brother from another mother down there at the end.
Well, you know, this is me, JD. What the dilly be?
All right, and the young lady who's talking crap all the way to the far right.
I'm the one and only Amazon.com crap talker. T. Tatum in the building.
And my brother from another mother right next to me.
Chill, scratching his ankle, Mr. Keep It Real, a.k.a. Dan Tony.
It's still Dan Tony and the lovely lady to my right, who's holding up my Reese's, and she better not be trying to
It's
take a
nice
bite.
to share. I think my name might be Reese's Peanut Butter A Cup tonight, but we'll just go with soups.
All
Just
right.
say A cup.
And the man.
You say A cup?
A cup.
I was about to say, no damn A cup. Ain't no A cup nowhere around there.
Unless you're
Since I was
saying,
about 9.
unless you're saying, may I have a cup? That's about it. All right, and the man in the middle, Smooth Peter Lays Love. We in here tonight, y'all. So we're gonna tell you how we do it here, y'all. We rate review on a scale from 1 to 5, where 5 means
Carmelo Anthony.
Super hot.
Super hot.
Keep going.
where 4 means
Iman Shumpert.
Song.
Excellent song.
Keep going.
where 3
Can't I be
means
Jesus today?
Oh, you know what? You right.
Start over.
Let's go back. Let's
All
do
right.
it. You're right.
All right, y'all.
Topic is tonight. I don't know.
We rate on a scale from 1 to 5, where 5 means
Jesus.
Roses,
That's from this. I don't know.
and 4 means
Carmelo Anthony.
Mary Magdalene.
here we go.
God
3
will forgive
means
them.
Iman Shumpert. If y'all would have saw that game today, you'll know why I'm saying that.
Good song.
2
Okay.
means
Peter.
Album cut. What's next?
Derrick Rose.
wow,
Cut. What's next?
and a 1.
Judas.
Oh, a one.
Wiggity, wiggity, whack.
Okay. All right.
Wow.
Judas can definitely be the one.
Yeah, they
Five's
Judas should be
excellent
the
song.
one.
totally messed
No,
up.
what
All right,
was your
let's do it
one?
for
What was
real.
your
The
one,
fans
Chef?
gonna be confused in a
No, I'm
month.
sorry. We
Let's
doing
go.
it for real.
Oh my
Let's do it
gosh!
for real.
Like what kind of rating system?
No, what was
is
your
this?
one going to be, Chill?
My one, actually, the Bulls, Chicago Bulls. Knicks won against the Bulls. Hell of a game.
Good.
Okay, so for real.
All right, so for real, we're just
Real
playing.
quick.
Let's get it.
All right, y'all. We rating this review on a scale from 5, where 5 means
Jesus! No, I'm just playing. I'm playing. I'm joking. Okay.
Jesus.
A 5 means super hot.
4 means
Excellent.
y'all crazy. The 3 means
Album cut.
Those good songs.
Good song.
Hold it. Everybody else in panel, shit. I know it's Sunday, each Sunday. Everybody else in panel, shut the hell up. I got this. Here at BCashFromRadio.com, we rate review on a scale from 1 to 5. Where 5 means is super hot. A 4 means excellent song. A 3 means good song. A 2 means album cut. What's next? And a 1 means my damn crew tonight. What the hell is wrong with y'all? Have y'all all been having extra communion tonight? What the hell is going on? Wow. I have never had that happen before.
Guest 98.5 said, "What is wrong with you guys playing with the name of Jesus?
not playing.
We not
He is
playing.
a
We,
five in my
gave him a
book.
5 all
Listen.
the way through. But go ahead.
Anyway, Jesus has a
Sense of humor,
too.
absolutely.
He knows that we
Absolutely.
love
He
him.
made me.
We're
There
joking
you go,
around.
see? All right, y'all. So we're gonna start this thing off. Dawn Richards, Armor. Rating reviews on a scale of 1 to 5. How many super hot? What means not? We're going to track number 1. It's an intro. I'm not sure how long it
Yeah, let
is.
me know.
So we're gonna play that into track number 2, and I give that one to you, JD.
Hold on, so
Gonna
we're
tell
not going to
people
rate
how
number,
it's going?
we're not
Yeah,
rating the
we'll
intro or
play
the
it.
outro? Or
I'm not sure because I'm not sure
Okay,
how
let me
long it
know.
is. We'll see how long it is, and then
All
we'll
right,
take
cool.
it from there.
All right, so number 2 on Dawn Richards, Armor On, Black Lipstick. You know, BKS1 Radio.
All right, and the intro is called "The Hearts." Actually, we're gonna do the intro because it's long enough, so we'll do that first. It's called "The Hearts."
Rate it.
We
y'all. Rate and review this on a scale of 1 to 5. 5 means super hot. 1 means it's not. And realize that was just the intro. So I mean, wow. I mean, I'm gonna go a little higher. I'm gonna give it a 3, just because I don't think it really.
How about this?
Yes.
Because who would you give it? Chill. How about we do this?
Yes.
If the next song is real hot, let's just wipe the intro out.
Okay.
Because
I could agree with that.
it was just too long. That's the only reason I gave it a 2. It was just way too long.
Yeah, because it's almost 3 minutes for it to be an intro.
Yeah. So y'all agree with that?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to go ahead straight into the next track. If you guys rate anything, we're sorry. Didn't mean to waste your time. But rate this one on a scale of 1 to 5. 5 means super hot. 1 means it's not. What was track number 2 again, JD?
Track number 2 is Black Lipstick.
All right, y'all. Black lipsticks. Or lipstick.
Lipsticks.
Yeah.
It depends on how many lips you got.
BKS1radio.com.
I was looking for something, or maybe someone, a premonition, a revelation. She smelled of temptation. Made me impatient. I had to see it. I had to see her. She wore black and her sleep color in a game. Had the jacket on collar. I couldn't see her face. She ice skated on my heart. Couldn't feel the blade. Think I'm colorblind 'cause I'm bleeding black and gray. I'm bleeding black and gray. My heart was running, away from love, away. Oh, she caught me off guard from afar in the distance, without saying a word from her lips. She had me intrigued. She was.
All right, y'all. Put the scores up for track number 2. Black Lipstick off of Dawn Richards' new release. Man, you're on BKSRadio.com now.
Wow.
All right. Clap. I'm a little roadish with this. I'm gonna give it a 3. It really was a 2.5 to me, but since whenever it's 0.5, you gotta round up, so I give it a 3. So I'll start with you, JD, first, and then you chill because you guys give it 2.
Wow, that was. I was hoping that at some point it was going to do something for me. Right now, I'm trying to figure out exactly what this music even is. I mean, this is
What genre you mean?
Yeah, because I mean, it sounds like, I don't know if she's trying to hypnotize people, if this is like some aliens brought down here or something like that. I'm not really sure. This doesn't even sound like techno music to me. I really don't know. I couldn't really understand. I was trying my best to listen to what she was saying. I couldn't really understand it. It just didn't do it for me, too.
I think it's kind of like a crossover pop-ish sound to me.
Yeah.
Chill. What'd you think about it?
I wasn't feeling it. Fast moving song, decent on that level, but I didn't give it a 1 because it had some substance of a music or a rhythm that I can understand. But outside of that, that's all I really got out of that song. It's strictly album cut. That's not a hit. That's not a good song. It's just something that's on the album.
Soups.
Can someone save me from my transient state right now? That song, I literally felt myself slipping into coma.
Wow. But you gave it a 3 though, right?
I gave it a 3 because, when it started, I thought it had all of the elements of a good song. And I was kind of where you were with the 2.5.
Yeah.
But then it just kind of stayed there, and I was transient. And I could see it being in the club with flashing lights, just being like, oh, this is nice. And that's why I gave it a 3.
T. Tatum.
I actually gave it a 4.
Yeah, I see.
I gave it
That's
a 4.
That's why I saved you for last.
Because when I listened to this song, I heard Brandy as if she were the one that did Velvet Rope, Janet Jackson's Velvet Rope. She sounds like Brandy to me, but it just brought back memories of Velvet Rope, which I really liked that CD. Okay. I liked that it built. It's from beginning to end. It had layers.
It did?
Yeah, it did. It started off with nothing under, because at first I was like, dang, this would be good if something was added, and sure enough, something was added, and then about, I think, 2 levels were added right before you took it out.
I must have missed that.
Yeah, it did, Bill. It built.
Because you were in that transient state.
I was in trans. Yeah, I definitely was waiting for more to happen.
And at least this isn't too far from what we heard on the first track, so I went on ahead and gave her props for going on ahead and staying in whatever vein she's in.
Okay. All right.
So
what are they saying in the chat?
It's a little quiet in the chat.
A little quiet in the chat.
That's
all
because
right,
we were messing around with the rating scale so much they don't
know chicken. Cornbread. I don't know what to throw in there. Right. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get track number 2 down there to you. Track number 3. Sorry, to UT Tatum.
And I will take that. Latest track. Actually, we didn't read anything about Miss Richards.
Let's do that. I'm sorry. You're right.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Let me read this.
Please do.
Little bit about my girl.
I'm so rude, y'all. I'm
That's
sorry.
That's all right. You rude. So Dawn Richards, Armor On. Dawn Richards, formerly of Danity Kane, for those who didn't know, and Dirty Money fame, has finally stepped out on her own to give you her second body of work as a solo artist. Check out her brand new EP, Armor On, which she has been leaking tracks from diligently for the past few weeks. Is that a good thing, everybody, when they're leaking tracks that diligently?
No.
Wow, that sounds good. The EP contains all original material crafted almost in its entirety by the talented Grammy-nominated producer Drewski. The EP is the prologue to Dawn's debut album, which she will not be releasing under Bad Boy. She announced early last year the album titled Golden Heart would be the first installment of a trilogy with Black Heart and Redemption Heart to follow. So that's a little bit about Dawn Richards.
Yeah.
And then that said that, let me give you track number 3 off of Armor On, Bombs, which sounds like she might be playing tonight.
All right, y'all. Rate and review this on a scale of 1 to 5. 5 means super hot. 1 means it's not. Jump BKS from radio.com. Scores up for track number 3, Bombs, off of Dawn Richards' new release, Armor. Okay. I guess soul clap. Wow,
Yeah,
got some high scores on that one, but
You weren't feeling bombs away.
I really wasn't. I'm gonna give it a 3 again because I felt that was like a 2.5, and I'm gonna round it up.
Wow.
I'll start with you, JD, again, because you gave it a 4.
Yes, I gave it a 4. First of all, I have to say thank you, Dawn. Oh, because after
You thanking her?
after track, the one before that, I'm like, oh, I hope this whole album's not gonna be like this. I'm not gonna be able to take it. But honestly, one, that was hot. That was hot. That's something I can see people bumping. I really like it. I'm really into the music. I really like the different changes that was happening in the music. I actually definitely understood what she was saying. This is hip hop music, and to me, this was hot. So I give it a 4.
Chill.
A lot better than the first one. This song had a bass. It was going somewhere. The beat was kind of good, and basically, I think her effort was better on that. I felt that. That's why I said it's a good song.
Soups.
I was feeling that one. I could see me, getting my groove on to that one in the club.
What did you give it? You gave it
A 4.
A 4? Wow. T. Taylor?
It was a hot song. I gave it a 3. That's about it.
You gave the song before a 4.
I did, because look, don't be judging me.
I'm not judging you. Just
Retract that statement, please.
And like I said, I gave it 3, 2. It really was a 2.5. I really wasn't. It didn't do anything for me. I couldn't see if I was in the club, I'd be at the bar, drinking a drink, not paying attention to it.
Wow.
Basically, but okay, that's me. All right, y'all.
Miss Maddie gave it a 3.
Okay, I'm sorry. I was about to skip them. I didn't think they was going to rate it either. Go ahead. You can finish it up.
That's it. Miss
That's
Maddie
it.
gave it a 3.
Miss Maddie gave it a 3. All right, y'all. If you just joined us, we're reviewing Dawn Richards' new release, Armor, and I'm gonna give track number 4 to Chill, Mr. Keep It Real.
That's what's up, man. Track number 4, Dawn Richards, Armor On, is
See,
Automatic.
you heard what he said, right? Armor On, cause that's
the
way it's
name.
When I said that before,
No, you
said
said
Amore.
Amore.
well, damn, never mind. Armor On. I okay. Track number 4.
Where's the go, bud?
Yeah, I need it. All right, y'all. Ready to be the so scale from 1 to 5. 5 means super hot. 1 means it's not. Let's get it.
I could have brought.
How'd I get stuck living like this? Picture fucking perfect stuff away. Assembled to fit your design. There used to be a heart in here. Tell me how good in it things of mine. Hearts keep beating still. Like a tin man, I played the part. I wish my heart. I feel so artificial when I'm loving you. I can't. I'm not the kind of bitch that's gonna let you go and do that. Sorry if you think I'm sorry that the wrong time is trying to turn me on, cause you think I'm on me on. Treat me like a boy, cause you think I'm on. Cause you think I'm on. Treat me like a toy, cause you think I'm automatic, babe. Cause you think I'm automatic. Automatic, cause you think I'm automatic, You call me up, possession, show me off like I'm your trophy case. Show me to do what you say. I let you fuck up my mission with the world in as a coat of paint. Yeah, man, I swear, babe. But wait on love. Turn my heart into your worst nightmare. Shut me down. Get with your program. I wanna be human, yeah. I cannot give anything to recognize my own physical touch won't cut it. System overloaded, cause I'm not meant for that. Sorry if you think I'm that shit. You went the wrong time, nobody will be you.
Wow. Everybody put the scores up. Put the scores up. All right, y'all. That was track number 4, Automatic. You know what? I think, me personally, next week I'm gonna print out another set of numbers with a 0.5 for everything. Cause I'm be honest, I'm gonna give it 3s, because it's a 2.5, and I don't want to give it a 2. But I still haven't heard anything yet that really grabbed me. You guys know me. Y'all know I love music. Y'all know something that's here is hot. I'm ad-libbing. I'm singing it. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing my own hooks, my own bridges. I ain't bopped my head once tonight.
Wow.
Not once. I'm going to start on the other side tonight. I'll start with you. This time, I'll start with you, T. Tatum, first.
Well, is it because maybe this just ain't your genre? You just don't feel a genre? Or?
No, it's not that it's not much. I love music, period. So,
right.
I'm eclectic, but it just...
nothing
has really grabbed me. Her voice has not grabbed me. The tracks have not grabbed me.
I think you can give up on the voice. Ever grabbing you? It's a lot of auto-tune in there, if you ask me, or something just fixing her voice. But at any rate, it was a good track. I mean, it was kind of a club banger, but I'll forget about it the minute when it went off.
Would you give it?
I gave it a 3.
So that's my thing. Like even with the last one, you guys said, "Oh, I could hear that in the club." I would be standing still in the club if I heard that. And I'm a club head. You guys know that too. When I'm in the club, I dance. I would be sitting there looking at the DJ like, dude, like, could you take that ish off, please, and put something on that I want to dance to? Soups.
Well, it was not my cup of tea. And I can even say that I didn't like it. I gave it a 4 because I felt like in the vein of who that's meant for, that is a potential single, and I believe a single that will do well. And I believe the people that are targeted in that market, that is the type of song. I hear it in the club. I think that she hit the mark on that one for the genre she's in and the audience she has.
Sure.
I'm going to go totally the opposite way. I thought the music it was dated. That beat reminded me of LL's song Big LA. I was like, that's about 4 or 5 years ago. That to me, I was not impressed with this. Now, to me, what this says is, which I'd like to look up, what label is she on? Maybe she done this a while ago, and I'm like P on this. I wasn't jumping. No emotion, JD. That's how I felt about it. Good song, is professionally done, but it's an album cut again. Go ahead.
Well, first I want to say, Smooth, definitely, if you put up some numbers, make sure you also put up a 0, because we definitely need zeros too. All right? Some of these songs are just wiggity. But one of the things I could say, I gave it a 3. I thought that it was a fairly decent song, and it's interesting because T. Tatum said this is one of those songs that if it came on, she would forget it. The thing I disliked about this song is the thing that will probably keep me from forgetting it, and that's the chorus. That automatic was driving me nuts. It was so monotonous.
And that is what is in for those kids. That is
right.
their
That is
when they high off of whatever.
Right, and that's what they want. So that's one of the things that I think. Well, right, for the young crowd, that's the part they'll never forget. That's the part that's going to stick with them. It drove me crazy, but that is what, the younger generation, that's what they're listening for. So I give it a 3.
Well, Porky said, Dawn is, and welcome, Porky said.
Welcome.
To the
That's all, folks.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Dawn is starting out like how Kanye was. No one wants to give them a chance until that one person backs them strongly, and it blows up.
But now, Kanye was hot, though.
Well, one thing I want to say about Dawn's voice, let's really focus on her voice on the next track. She has a nice texture to her voice. Now, she's not Patti LaBelle. She ain't blowing it, that's not. But she
ain't
does
Patti
have,
LaBelle.
She does. I mean, she's not a Christina Aguilera. She's not a Brandy. And she doesn't even have a very distinctive sound, but she does have a nice texture to her voice. So let's check it out on the next one.
And Miss Maddie gave it a 2.5.
See, me and my baby, we're on the same. I don't got 2.5 though, so I can't give it. All right, y'all. If you just joined us, you're on BKSOnRadio.com, live in the vocal booth, and tonight we're rating and reviewing Dawn Richards' new release, Armor On, and we're on to track number 6, and that's for you.
No, track number 5.
Number 5. I'm rushing. I'm sorry. Track number 5. I give that to you, Soups.
Track number 5 of Dawn Richards' Armor On is Change.
All right, y'all. That's what we need, Don. We need a change. All right, y'all. So rate and review this on a scale of 1 to 5. 5 means super hot.
1 means it's Judas.
Let's get it.
I don't know if he knows.
All right, y'all. Put your scores up. Put your scores up for track number 5. Change off of Dawn Rich's new release. Armor On. You on BKS from Radio.
Let them play a little bit. I want to hear that. Oh.
Yeah, that's what I said. I like that bass spot. I give this one. Now, this one I can hear in the club a little bit. You know,
like
and I can get a little funky with this one.
Got that African make you want to just break out with the boom bottom.
Lord have mercy, Claude have mercy. Not even Lord, but Claude have mercy. What is my brother doing
I was
to
about to
me?
get
Did you do that in school? Did you take African dance?
Not in school.
Oh, okay.
In my garage.
You got to
Yeah. I'm about to put my number where I didn't rate you, man. I'm about to pull out a 5. It ain't for that song though, but all right, y'all. Put your scores up in the chat team.
What the dilly
I'll start with what the dilly
dilly
be.
be.
Oh, we got 3s across the board this time. Okay.
Yeah.
What'd you think about that, JD? Wow.
Actually, I thought that was a fairly decent song. The beat was a
going to
little
hell.
monotonous, but it is something that we can definitely hear in the club. I really liked the chorus. I thought the chorus was great. I liked the changing of the voices, and she actually sang in this one pretty well. So, I was almost going to give it a 4, but that monotony of the beat kind of took me off. So, but I thought it was a good song.
Chill, if I could break your way, what do you think of that?
No, I gave that a 3.
Are you serious, Chill? Really?
I gave that a 3.
Really?
It was a 3.
Really?
Good song. Good song. Nice club song. And
It was a banger.
Yeah. It was a banger.
Superwoman. What do you think of that?
Actually, I thought I really should have rated that higher because
Really?
I'm succumbing to my own personal what I enjoy, and I don't enjoy this genre. I can't call it R&B. I can't call it pop. I don't really know what to call it, but I know that this is in the lane of what the kids listen to today, and to me that had all the elements of it.
What's this?
Okay, and so even though again not my cup of tea, I felt like that she's hitting her lane, and I'm trying to see. I'm trying to think of what format this would be played on in radio, and maybe not so much radio as I hear it in the clubs.
This might get you. If I would say radio, I probably would say like a 100. I could see that on that fast club workout tape type thing.
What vein was Danity Kane in?
You're right. It's sort of like a techno or club pop. But Danity Kane sang slow songs too. They were really actually a group.
Yeah, they were a group.
But this isn't R&B. You can forget that aspect of it. But it's more. I agree. Jason Derulo-ish, that type genre. But go ahead, T. Tatum.
I'm kind of riding with Soups. I almost gave it a 4. It took a little too long to get where I wanted it to go. But it did ultimately get there, and then I liked the way it was finishing up. Did you let it ride all the way out?
That was pretty much almost the whole way.
Yeah, that was pretty hot.
It got you in the African dance.
It did. It got me in bombada mode. It was good. It was pretty good, and I could see it being on like one of those dance shows. The dance crew being the song they dance to. It's a great hip hop song. It was just a good song. Porky said came back and wrote, Kanye was hot when he blew, but Jay was not feeling him.
Yeah, Jay passed him up. Jay basically was like, you know what, dude? Yeah, it's nice that you want to make music and stuff. Yeah, he did. He actually, when he first met Kanye, pushed him to the side. Was like,
how much time went by before he came back?
Well, let me say this real quick. Now, let's be fair to Jay. Jay accepted him as a producer because he produced some tracks but not as an overall artist.
Exactly.
He didn't really respect him on that level.
I think he basically bought a couple of tracks. Kanye did a couple of the tracks on which album was the first
Blueprint.
The Blueprint.
Actually,
he did a couple on the Blueprint. Like you said, he respected him as a producer, but then he came back and gave him some of his stuff that he produced and rapped on, and I think was it Dame Dash to actually he's a Dash protege. Dash is the one who encouraged him, Jay, to
this dude gonna blow up, do his own album. He part of rock. He want to produce because most famously the song that got him out there for those that aren't hip hop heads and those that are. Which one?
Through the Wire or whatever that's
No, that was his song.
That was his own song.
Prior to him coming out, his song that got him out there was actually Beanie Siegel, The Truth. He produced that song, and that was Beanie's first big hit.
Yeah.
And then he did a couple for Jay, which were album cuts, but street anthems, so to speak.
True.
Not the crossovers. But go ahead.
All right, y'all.
on Wednesdays.
I gave that one a 3.
Just giving y'all some history.
Yeah, exactly. A little history. I gave it a 3 because it was a real 3 this time. Definitely wasn't a 4, wasn't a 5, but it actually was a real 3. So she got a real 3 out of me. All right, y'all. Miss Maddie in the chat gave it a 3. We're gonna keep this thing moving. You got the last one, right, Soups?
I sure did.
So this one is mine.
I'm changing that 1 to a 4.
You know what?
I'm still tapping it in my head.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I'm
gonna
jump it
change. I want to change mine to a 4 as well.
And the name of the
Wow.
song has changed. So hey,
Yeah, I want to change mine to.
any other takers? Any other takers? Going once, going twice.
Nah.
I can't be a copycat.
All right.
Wow.
Yeah, I want to change my to 4.
You know what?
I'm changing my to a 5.
I understand. It's Resurrection Day. You guys think you're going to hell if you give it the right stuff? No,
I
Jesus
just sat here and I
understands.
realized it stayed in my head.
I think we're going to hell when we talk about this topic on Easter. Erotic.
Wow. No, actually, I
Listen.
have to admit, Soups had a really good point about the fact that I think I did judge this based off of my own personal too much, and I do think when it comes out that the young people are going to like it a little bit better than maybe we do.
You know what I'm wondering? How much play she's going to get? Because what is her
She's not gonna
credibility
get-
like
she's
right
not
now?
gonna get much.
She was out with. She was part of the girl group with Diddy
Danny
on
King.
that. Well,
Mhm.
with
No,
Danny Kane.
Danny
But
Kane.
then also when
Dirty
Diddy
Money.
came out with that last, that
Mhm.
Dirty Money, like that was the most craziest album. We reviewed it here, and it was not fit for toilet paper for us.
Mhm. Exactly.
Even in that vein, I don't know what the numbers did on it, but it was. I saw him on 106 in Park one day, and then the next day the album disappeared.
Because it was a garbage. I'm
And
sorry.
I'm sorry to go back again. I also forgot the biggest hit that he produced for Jay-Z was The Takeover.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you still thinking?
I'm sorry, Kanye. He
Kanye.
produced that too. But that was the song.
Can
he-
you
he
join
could
the
say.
panel here?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You got to also think of what she said too in the bio that this is not released on the Bad Boy. So maybe that means she cut ties with Diddy.
Well, she had to get out of the Diddy graveyard.
Yeah.
We know what happens to artists in the
True.
Diddy graveyard.
But that being said, we all know how Diddy could be too. He could blackball. He could be like, yo, dog, don't get at no. How much would it take for him to
See-
call a DJ and tell a DJ not to give it any spin?
But Diddy is, what's the word for it? He rides with something for a minute and then puts it down. When it gets old to him, whatever, who's the longest he stuck with?
Biggie before he got killed. Exactly. Yeah, that was it.
That was the only
That was-
dude.
that was his
Everybody
moneymaker.
else,
He changed
112.
He changed his draws.
He was with 112 for a minute, and then
Yeah,
2 albums. If you do
maybe.
2 albums for Diddy, you good. That's good.
Yeah,
He gonna shelf you on that 3rd and 4th
Yeah.
one.
it is. What
That's
it is.
probably when the contract terms change a little bit.
Exactly.
And the
They need
artists a
more
little
points.
more.
Exactly.
I was mad when he got let Craig Mack go. That was my dude.
Huh?
Yeah.
He shelved. Craig Mack. He had Craig Mack before he had Biggie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all know Craig Mack
Craig was
belongs
salty.
to a cult now.
Yeah, he was very soft.
People.
You say he belongs to a
Is
cult?
that true?
Wow.
Yeah, it is true.
Really?
He belongs to a cult in North Carolina.
That means
Is he
he.
running around with
People
bald
laugh
hair?
when I
I didn't
say
see
this
the
and they
photo.
get angry. It's not that he was more talented, big. I'm not saying that. The money or flavor in your ear
Oh, that was.
gave Biggie the promotion for his album.
I believe
Flavor
that.
in your ear was the
Put the
hot
cash out.
smash. That
Yeah.
was the cash. And next thing you know, we're gonna push Biggie out. And we're gonna put Craig Mack back. Bow. You gonna sit down. This is Diddy talking. I'm putting it into Biggie.
All right,
There you
y'all. All right, y'all. We on to the next one. Track number 6 off of Dawn Richards' new release, Armor On, is Heaven, y'all. So rate and review this on a scale of 1 to 5. 5 means super hot.
One means
One
it's
means
not.
it's not.
Yeah.
Diddy's in chat too. Hey, Diddy, what's
this
up?
is where I'm going.
That's funny.
Heaven. I'm in heaven.
You had my heart, but didn't love it. I gave you every piece of me till I was nothing. You had my soul, we had a covenant. Till you sold it for a dream that wasn't finished.
Have it up and you don't care. Have it up so you can't come here. Have it show me love's that plan. Have it up since there's a plan. Have it up and you don't care. Have it up so you can't come here. Have it show me love's that plan. Have it up since there's
I
a
broke
plan.
all the walls for you. I burned them down for you to win. I should've just let you lose. Then maybe you would've stayed. Last pause on forever. let you loose. Maybe you.
All right, y'all, put the scores up in the chat.
I love this movie.
All right, y'all, this is track number 6, Heaven.
Wow.
Yeah. All right, y'all. All right. Okay, I'll give a clap for that one.
3.5, 4, 3, 4, 5. Okay, here we go.
Where should I start?
Yeah.
Where should I start? I start with you, T. Tatum.
It was boring.
Wow, that was
I was
boring.
bored. Yeah, I was bored. Pretty bored.
Now this one I understand. This is okay. I gotta check you for a second. You had two.
have to check
You had.
me.
Not, you know what I'm saying. You had two. You had
Did
two
you African
did?
other joints up in there that you said, "Oh, I can hear this up in the club." Da, da, da. That I wouldn't hear that in the club sandwich. Now this is an actual club song. Like if you were a club head, that's why I gave it a 5 because I am a club head and this is a club banger.
I love good club.
If this Joker was up in the club with that bass bottom booming like that, and the DJ played this, real club heads would
I'd
go
be
bananas up in there.
snoring.
What you were snoring?
I didn't
Wow.
like it.
Wow.
Can I not like it?
Yeah, you can. You can not like
Of
it. You
course.
could
It was
definitely
just
not.
got boring to me.
Wow. Okay.
Understood.
Chill. I know you don't like club either, so I go to you next.
Yeah.
I love club.
Oh, you love club?
I do. I just
Okay.
that was boring.
I make no qualms about it. I'm not a club head, but I recognize the value of it. This was a good song. It was moving. It's like a hypnotic trance, and I could definitely see walking into a club, lights flashing, people just getting that slow groove on, and actually it wasn't a badly made song. That's why I said it was a good song. I heard the dude in the background doing the chorus along with her, and they collaborated with harmonies. So I thought the song was full.
Yeah.
So hey man, good song.
And what'd you give that?
I gave it a 3.
You gave it a 3?
Good song.
JD?
I gave it a 3. This was one of those very interesting songs for me because I'm kind of riding with both T. Tatum and Smooth on this. I actually did not like the song so much myself, but the production of it was great to me. I mean, I really thought the production on this song was really great. This is definitely a club song.
Yeah.
People are going to be dancing. It just really didn't move me at all.
I'm gonna be honest. I couldn't even tell you one lyric that she sung.
Well, that's why I got it too.
No, but I'm saying because you know what? That particular song wasn't made for that. I'm be honest. I don't know one word that she said. I'm gonna be honest with you. Just that bass bottom, that track on that is what made that a 5. And like I said, that definitely would have me in the club. Miss Maddie tell you I have my shirt off by now. You know what I'm saying? I'll be breaking it down up in there. People like the circle.
Okay, now I'm giving the song a 1.
Smooth, you be doing your move with
I'll be doing the moves, bro.
What move you gonna do?
Don't let
It'd
me.
be like a trailer and white girls with the whistle in their mouth.
wow.
Oh my god.
That's a joint.
That is yo.
That's
My
a
man
hilarious
is
movie,
crazy. But for that dude to be so big, yo, he really could get
Yeah,
down.
he was
Terry
dancing.
Crews
Yo,
can get
he
it.
gets down
What?
for real.
His name is Terry Crews. Not get it like that. He can get.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I was
That's
like,
wow.
Although Jay
ain't nothing
Boogie
wrong
and Terry
with that.
Crews a lot
I was
look a
about
lot
to- I was about
alike.
to
You know
say
what
that.
they do?
They do
They
favor
look a
each other a
lot
lot.
alike.
Yeah,
They
size, even every complexion. and everything.
Intimidating as hell.
I ain't scared of him. I ain't scared you.
I mean, I walked in. T. Tatum had a party at her house for us here at BCast. I walked in there and I said, "Hi, Mr. Boogie. How are you? Can I walk into your house?"
Wow.
He's the nicest guy though. But
Yeah.
Lord, he is intimidating.
Yeah,
And Lord, he shook my hand, and my hand. You ever see the Bug Bunny cartoons where the fingers swell up this side,
funny.
and your hand looks like a damn bow tie? It was just like crunched in. I
They
I
talking
was
about
like, all
Shaq
right.
J Boogie.
My Jay Boogie.
J Bug.
Alright,
That's my
J
man. Tell J
Boogie.
Boogie
Shaq on
what's
there?
up. Shout out to J Boogie.
What did you get
What'd
that
you end
last
up giving
track,
it,
Soups?
Soups?
I gave that a 4.
Y'all going with a 4.
I did. That beat.
Oh.
You know what was crazy about the beginning? That beat was driving. And then the other noise, which I don't know what it was, and I'm sorry I called it noise, but the musical instrument, it almost was kind of counter to the beat. Like, you know, I have rhythm. I just saw myself having a
My
spastic
goodness.
spasm trying to, you know.
But you
Yeah.
okay?
I
But
mean,
you missed
I felt it.
you missed that Smooth P said this song would have him in the club with his shirt off already. So
That's
don't you want to
right.
drop that
Oh,
down?
no, I heard it.
Yeah.
I'll see.
You know, Smooth P can throw it down.
There you
Like,
go.
How
There
you
you go.
know?
You,
Miss
I-
Maddie,
I've
how
seen
does
him
she
at
know? Miss
She ain't,
Maddie,
she ain't talking about like that.
because we do many events together.
Miss Maddie gave it a
We
4.
ain't got
And
the videos out yet. I'm sorry.
Porky said Diddy is a mad scientist. He's a genius. Know the business before you deal with.
Which is
Pop.
true.
Now
Most
we know
definitely.
that Porky is Diddy.
Which is true though. No, he's right. You should know
And
the
he's like,
business.
take that.
Yeah.
They call me Porky, take that. All right.
But this is the thing. Even if they know the business, like, does that mean that you'll change his mind and get a better deal?
It means that you don't just take whatever deal he gives
Amen.
you. You look it over and be like, this is not a good deal. And,
Wait.
you know,
But the way he brought them in, really, there was not much
choice. Yeah, exactly.
You know, what you going to do? You
But he brought him in as a group. Exactly. That situation, as an artist, you're just going to take that.
Because you don't have any leverage. But as
Exactly.
you
Right.
gain leverage,
Exactly.
that's when he drops you.
That's right.
Yeah.
look at all
Right,
look at
that's
all of
really
the groups
wild.
that he's put together like that. All of the making of the bands.
But look
It's
what he got now. He don't have anybody, does he?
On the label?
I ain't heard. He over there
Well,
playing in TV
you know what he's
network.
doing? Nah, you know he got that group of singers, the Caucasian girls. I forgot the name.
Exactly.
We reviewed them, and they're from England and stuff.
Exactly.
Musically,
really?
though, you're right. He kind of hit a little bump in the law,
That's his own fault.
He's trying to bring Bad Boy back, but
but he don't care right now. Tell you
He's
the
still
truth,
caking.
Too much
He got-
take that,
he don't
take
even
that.
need.
He got
that
Ciroc, he
aspect.
got Son John, he got so many other things. He don't. I mean,
I'm
I
not-
won't say
Is
he doesn't
Ciroc
care.
his, or is he just the face?
Good question.
I'm
I
not
think
sure.
he.
I know
No, I
he's
think
more
he's
than
just
a
the
face.
face.
He's
though.
just a face?
You think
Really?
I don't know. He's a big face.
But that being said,
Wow.
I love those commercials. I ain't gonna
They
front.
are great commercials.
I mean, it would be genius if it was, because,
I like the
mean,
Dos
he definitely
Equis.
sold it.
Yes.
Yeah, he sold it. He's a big face.
He's definitely. All right, y'all. We're going to keep this thing moving. If you just joined us tonight, you're on BKSOnRadio.com live in the vocal booth. And we're rating and reviewing Dawn Rich's new release, Armor On. We're on to track number 7. And I'm going to give that to... Who took the last one? Me, right? I give that to you, JD.
Track number 7 is Faith.
All right.
BKS1 Radio.
Let's have this. Let's keep this. Let's rate this.
I like that.
All right.
I like this.
Listen, baby, take a seat, have a drink, it's on me. We've been deep in the trench, you never left me. Cheers to you, you're the shit, no one better than you. A toast to you, I'm okay, but with you, I'm perfection. You never lost faith in me. You never lost faith in me. Yeah, have your way. Yeah, have your way. Yeah, have your way. Yeah. Yeah. Have your way, not gonna lie, I owe you everything. Couldn't have made it in my life if you wouldn't have stayed. Cheers to you, you're the shit, no one better than you. A toast to you, love, I'm okay, but with you, I'm perfection. You never lost faith in me. You never lost faith in me. You never lost faith in me. You never lost faith in me.
All right, y'all. Rate and review this on a scale from the 5. 5 means super high, 1 means not. You're live in the vocal booth from BKSOnRadio.com. Yeah. Okay. All right, Dawn. Okay. I give her a little soul clap for that.
Wow.
She needs some background.
Getting a little stronger in the end.
What'd you get? 4?
I gave it a 4. I see you gave Ultimate 5, so I'll start with you,
It was
T-Tatum.
hot. It was everything that you were talking about on that last track that I didn't feel.
Mm-hmm.
It was nothing wrong with that song. I remembered it. It built just when I wanted it to build, and it was a great workout song. It was a great club song. It was just hot.
Soups, what'd you get out?
I give it a 4.
You gave it a 4? What'd you think about it?
It had me moving. I didn't know if it was a tribute to God or someone special in her life, but since she used a curse word, I guess it was someone special in her life that had faith in her. But yeah, that is probably my favorite off of here so far. But even though I didn't really like it, but yeah.
Wow. Okay. Chill. Let's keep it real.
You know what? Up my score to a 4, T-Tatum. I'm gonna get at a 4. As much as I hate club, I'm putting my professional ears on tonight. That was good. It had a rhythm. It made you think. I always say you need something that when I leave here, I hear a song, I want to be singing it when I get to the car. And that whole faith in me is ringing in my ear right now as we speak. You gotta have faith in, and it kept that. Yeah. So that's why I gave that a 4.
What did Dilly be?
Ooh, Chill just threw me off with singing that part. But let me tell you, this was a good song. I'm not really into the club beat as well.
I'm sorry,
but I mean I'm just not into it.
Yeah,
but at the same time, the production was good. That faith, that's just gonna bring people up. They're gonna love this. This is definitely, I think so far, this is one that we probably will definitely hear in the club. So I think it's gonna be marketed very well. So I had to give it a 4.
I feel sorry for anybody who doesn't really like club music. I mean, you had a sheltered life. I mean, I was in the club every week. The Zanzibars, 88. Club America. Man, listen.
How you gonna
burning it down
because people don't want to go to the club?
I went there for the girls.
You went for the girls.
There's other places you can go to get girls.
You know what? I'll be fair.
He didn't have no date.
You know what? And I don't like. See, to me, and I'm gonna say this, I did like house music because it was singing. It was more corporate. To me, when I hear club, it's the same thing. Boom, boom.
I love it.
That's why it's so easy to mix. Every song got that same rhythm. Every other song got different drum patterns and things, but club, every single song has got that basic.
You gotta have that bass pattern.
Well, understand. Chill does not eat macaroni and cheese, so that beat does not speak to him.
On the mountain top.
Now somebody do follow me.
Do the what?
Follow me.
Follow me. Follow me.
Now somebody do little girl.
Follow me. What?
Somebody do.
Keep your clothes on. Keep your clothes on.
Now somebody do girl, I'll house you.
Girl, I'll house you.
How about this one? There's some hoes in this house. There's some hoes in this house. There's some hoes.
See, I could be the greatest beatbox when it comes to club music. That's the only reason. Now, it's not taken away from what nobody feels. That's just Chill's personal opinion, y'all.
I was ready to write a song.
But for and also I'm not a good dancer, so that could be it too. Why I'm not really feeling. Somebody that really can dance. Smoothie can dance. He feeling that. I'm not a great dancer, so
I feel you.
Are you sure?
Yeah, dead serious. I'm stepping all on your feet when I'm out there.
That's because you don't eat macaroni and cheese, sure.
Or hot sauce. Eat some of that hot sauce on the macaroni and cheese. You be dancing like a fool.
I just learned how to do the electric slide the other day.
Wow.
Oh, you gotta be kidding.
I give you props.
Wow.
My husband still won't do it.
I won't do that. I hate line. I call it line dance. I'm not gonna do organized dance. I'm a real dancer. I don't do like that.
Our guest Dawn Forte, she can't dance. Time I knocked her into, we was doing electric slide. I said to the left, and I went all to the right, and I knocked everybody down like dominoes.
All right, y'all. All right. If you just joined us, you'll be KissRadio.com live in the vocal booth. And tonight, we're rating and reviewing Dawn Richards' new release, Armor On. We're on to track number 8. T. Tatum, I give that to you.
Thank you, sir. Track number 8. Track number 8. Dawn Richards' Armor On. Never mind. That's that's whack. Okay. Track number 8. Dawn Richard, Armor On. Scripture.
All right, y'all.
Now I'm giving her a 0 if she's cuss.
I feel you.
Maybe not.
All right, y'all. Rate and review this on a scale from 1 to 5. 5 means super hot.
1 means it's not.
Yeah, we got audio.
Yeah, we got it. Refresh your screen, HR. See what happens.
Oh, y'all got me.
He's my religion. I pray he never go. If his love had a description, it'd be the secret to my soul. I look to him in reverence. I'm kneeling at his presence. You know the scripture. You know the scripture. Excuse me while I worship. Take my pride away. I'll make a confession. Just tell me what to say. Yeah, he is my commandment that I will never break. Oh, no weapon formed, but it can smoothly penetrate. Oh, I look to him in reverence. I'm kneeling at his presence.
Alright, y'all, put the scores up, put the scores up, put the scores up for Don Richards on track number 8, Scripture. You know, BKS on radio. Alright, y'all, alright. Okay, yeah, right. Give it a little soul clap, soul clap. So, all right, y'all. All right, y'all. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Sorry about that, beautiful
Sorry
people.
about that, peoples.
Apologize.
All right, y'all. I'm giving that one a 3. I really want to get at 2.5 again. That, you know, after the last couple of tracks to just drop down to something that slow, I don't think that was good album placement. Me personally. Sure.
Well said. Me and P was talking off the air probably when you guys didn't have audio, but he brought up an excellent point. I think it's in the lane of Sade, and I think Sade was in her own lane, and she's older now, and a lot of times she's older, she's only touring and she's doing sporadic spots. That lane is wide open, and maybe strategically Miss Richard is going there. That's a good thing. So I give it a 3. I thought it was a good song.
Soups.
I wasn't quite sure how I felt about that song. I gave it a 3. I'm going to say that she was, combining like a gospel message with the club song, which I think is excellent because, take it to whomever, however, in a format that people are going to receive it. But I don't, it was a little spacey to me.
It was to me also. That's why I said it really was a 2.5 thing. It wasn't a real 3 to me.
Real quick, Yolo, would you let us know if you can hear us? Because I know HR can't. But I just want to make sure there might be 2 different issues going on because we did lose sound for a moment. So because he or she is saying that she didn't hear the track, so she can't relate.
Okay.
Or rate. I thought it was decent. I didn't mind the placement of that song, being that there's only one song left. So she had a slow song she wanted to get in before she headed out, and she needed to do it. So other than that, but it was just a good song.
JD?
I thought it was a decent song. I was kind of on the same page as Soups. I wasn't really sure what I wanted to really give that. I thought it was a decent song. It definitely was a little better than an album cut to me, so I just gave it a 3.
All right. We'll keep this thing moving. Nothing in the chat for that one, right? All right, so we on to track number 9. Who had the last one?
I did.
You did? So I give that to you, Chill.
Track number 9 is Save Me From You, the remix.
All right, y'all. Save Me From You.
That's a track from a man.
Raven producer on scale 1 to 5. 5 means super hot. 1 means it's not, y'all.
Bad boy, baby. You thought I was gone off the CD, but I'm still here, baby. I'm Diddy everywhere.
Coming up next, y'all.
Everyone thinks you're gonna come and say with it, but before you go, put on your cape, you need to. It's such a mystery when lovers more than hate. When the villain takes the hero's place, you should. I gave my heart, baby, you tossed it in the flames, yeah. You hid behind a fucking mask like you Bruce Wayne. I waited for my Superman, he never came. Gotta rescue my love before it's too late. Soldier.
Y'all put your scores up. For track number 9, Save Me From You, remix, Don Richards. Armor on, y'all. All right, you're on BCastFromRadio.com. 22333.
Yeah.
All right.
From you.
I'm gonna start with your ladies first because y'all gave it the 2, so I'll start with you, T.
I gave the song a 2 for one reason. I would have given it a 3, but I had to say it was unnecessary cussing. I can't stand unnecessary cussing.
She's a potty
You have
mouth.
purposeful cussing.
You need to have purpose, a mission behind your cussing. And she was just dropping cussing for no reason. It really messed up her lyrics, if you ask me. So 2 it got.
All right, Soups.
The reason it got a 2 for me, by the time it hit the second lyric, I was doing my grocery list. I'm like,
Oh, wow.
pork chop,
Butter.
steak, potatoes. It just wasn't hitting on anything for me.
Oh, Chill.
I am just the opposite of T. Tatum. I love when singers curse in music and song. It is so rare that you hear singers sing. How cool is that? Shit.
She's been cussing all night.
Damn, mother, good. Those are words you don't hear in melody. I hear that in rap all the time. That's corny. That was great.
No, it won't.
That's why I gave it a 3. I was gonna give it a 2, but I gave it a 3 just for that. Go ahead, JD.
Well,
Yes.
that's interesting. The cussing thing, to me, if it was really necessary, I have to go with T.T. Taylor. If it was one of those things where she's really expressing a certain type of, it did seem a little unnecessary, but I didn't judge her based off that. I gave it a 3. I thought it was a okay, decent song. Didn't think it was just an album cut. So a 3.
Damn. Shit.
I gave it a 3.
Mother. Good. Oh, that's so cool.
Wow. I gave it 3. I thought it was an okay song. Like I said, it was dropping some F-bombs and stuff around. So it is what it
Got
is, y'all.
some good.
Wow.
All right, y'all. If you are just joining us, wow.
We apologize.
You are on bksfromradio.com, and tonight we're rating and reviewing Don Richard's new release, Armor On. We're on to track number 10, last and final track. So make sure you rate the final track and then give us your overall rating for the whole project.
Yes. That's
Wow.
great. Someone should have a symphony. There is a record, a symphony of curses.
Oh,
made
it
by
was what's her
Millie
name? Millie Jackson.
and it was the biggest hit.
She
I've
dropped
never
a
heard
bunch
of
of
it.
F-bombs.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
F you, F you, F you, F you, F you.
But they were not saying F.
Yes, they were saying the word.
Really?
Because they featured it on Unsung, but they couldn't play none of it. I didn't understand why they was featured. It was just this one long pause. And
It's
she was directing, and it was
hilarious.
hilarious.
Oh, I love
She
singing.
probably
Parliament had
yeah.
one too.
Did
Who's
they?
that?
They had, remember? And jam.
Oh yeah, that was a big hit too.
Wow.
All right,
I gotta
y'all.
research this stuff.
Prince had one too. No, that was D'Angelo. Ish and
yeah.
mother.
yeah.
That was a big hit too.
That was hot. That was a hot
D'Angelo.
song.
Yay!
All right, y'all. Woo! Rate review. This last track is the outro, the battle. Give us your overall rating. Also, you on bksfromradio.com. Y'all got me in here with these fools tonight.
It's amazing the way my church just be like, you heathen.
Wow.
God ain't through with you yet.
We'll let them know. We'll let them know. When it's all said and done. We'll let them know. When it's all said and done. We'll let them know. When it's all said and done, let them know. Let them know that we lived and we loved. We lived and loved and then loved. Let them know. Lived and loved, let them know. Let them know.
All right, y'all. Put your scores up for this last and final track. Outro, the battle off of Don Richard's new release. Armor On. You're on bksfromradio.com. You're live in the vocal booth for sure, y'all. All right, let's give it a little soul clap. Let's give us something,
No.
just for being
That was
rated.
a bunch of noise.
She gets a clap, for effort. She went into a studio and recorded something, regardless of what it was. Wow. Okay, so I'll start with T. Tatum first. I'm a gentleman.
I
Then
said
go to
it,
Chill.
noise. Bunch of noise. It was hurting my ears. I took my headphones off.
Chill.
I wanted to listen to that playing loud underwater.
Wow, he's underwater.
Just that's it. You can't hear nothing underwater. So and that would have sounded a lot better than hearing that crap that I just heard.
But
that
she
was
didn't
a
cuss,
one.
so.
Wow.
JD.
I gave it a 2. I actually had the same feeling from that one as I had for the intro, but honestly, it makes me wish I could go back to track number 2 and give that a 1 because to me there was nothing worse than track number 2.
Soups.
I was looking for something stronger. Ooh, what happened?
Wow.
1 2 1 2.
There you go.
Oh, okay. Diddy, leave my mic alone. I was looking for something a little stronger.
Take that.
Being that was her conclusion, you want to leave people with an impression. Replay my CD and
Good point.
And
I gave it a 3. I thought it was okay. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna make a prediction. This album is gonna get a lot higher rating than it actually should. And I could tell you that because of my ratings alone, because I kind of rated on a curve system. Because I didn't want to give her the album cut for some, because I didn't pretty much think it was an album cut, but I didn't necessarily think it was a good song. But I gave a good song score, so it is what it is. I'm gonna say this probably gonna get a solid 3. 2.93 ish, somewhere around there. That's what's gonna get. That's my guess.
I'm going with a 2.4.
Chill.
I'm gonna give it a 2.7.
JD.
Wow. I am. You know what? I'm gonna give it a 2.9.
2.9. See around me in soups.
2.6.
2.6. All
All
right.
right. Fake
And
drum
the
roll.
official live and the vocal booth, BKS from radio.
Anybody give it a 3.0?
I said a 3.
You said a 3?
Yeah.
There you go. You win.
Wow.
Nice.
A straight 3.
And
3.0?
That's
Wow.
ridiculous, though.
Hey, listen,
Wow.
go support it. She
Yeah.
she made the line.
We'll support it.
Okay, so the top one was Faith. She got, which was the one that was super high for me, 4.2. We all gave it 4s, with the exception of me. And then the lowest was that thing we just heard at the end. I wonder what it would have done if we had taken those 2 out. It wouldn't have mattered. It was still
but
low.
you know what? Even though we gave it some, we didn't give it too many low scores. Got some 2s and stuff, but she also got some 5s in there, and I think that skewed. I mean, like I said, there's a 3, and we say go support a 3.
Not bad.
But I'm gonna be honest with you, this is not a project that me personally that I will go out and buy. Me personally, but
We might be too old for this.
I would
project.
personally burn it.
wow.
No, it wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that bad.
It
But somebody
Yeah,
out
it
there,
wasn't
there's music for everybody. Somebody's going to love it. Somebody's going to give it all 5. So, great effort, Darn Richards. You know what I'm saying? Armor on. Keep moving. I hope for you that this actually is a lucrative project for you. I don't think it's going to be. But, I mean, being the situations that you've been in so far that nothing's really worked yet, I'm hoping that this actually works for you. Hopefully you get some cash.
Danny Kane made money.
They did?
Yeah, they made money.
Well, okay.
I would say that I
Wow.
think it's gonna work for her if the right push is behind it, because I think that she's in her lane.
There you go. All right. That comes from her from a record label. So
Shit.
And we're not gonna be getting that out on vinyl now.
no,
We're not gonna do
Let's
it.
We're gonna
top
put that on cassette tape. Right
We're
there.
not gonna do
Oh.
a
Let's
curse CD.
get
Wow.
into
No.
this
Yes.
topic.
You want to do that for me, dear T. Tatum?
I will gladly do that for you.
Thank
Tonight's topic, the power of erotica. Tonight we explore the power of sex,
Erotica.
the energy of sex, and the pleasure principle of sex. What are the tools that one can use to release inhibitions and explore new ways of sexual communication within your relationship? Join us live in the vocal booth as we discuss increasing your sexual awareness and increase. You know what I should have
When you
just
talk like that, do I'm saying JD, sorry. Do
Wow.
J Boogie do that? Does he kick you out? Does he kick you out the bed? Because if you was in there trying to talk sex to me like that, I'd be like, girl, if you don't get the hell out
That
of
was
there.
intellectually, sexually.
I was just going to say.
I was like, girl, if you don't get the.
That was the professor sexual.
Okay.
You want me to try it again?
Yes.
Okay. Tonight, we explore the power of sex,
Okay.
the
okay.
energy
Better.
of sex, and the pleasure principle of sex.
Wow. Yeah.
What are
Talk
the
about
tools that one can use to release inhibitions and
Oh, I
explore
didn't get my
new
nipples
ways?
out.
Oh God!
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
thirsty all
Now,
over.
We'll be right back. I gotta go for a minute.
now try it with your red ball in your mouth.
What?
Oh, okay.
You got
You know,
Here we go.
Smooth P be tossing that red ball a little too damn much.
What the?
I will confess.
I love y'all.
I didn't know what he was talking about till I had the visual.
Me either. When he said
Red-
red bone, I'm
Y'all
like,
ni-
what
Yeah,
I'm
the?
like,
what I
what
said
is
too.
a red bally mouth?
Y'all never seen that before. Y'all never seen that.
You know what?
Red ball.
Yeah, but I
Have
thought
you,
you said red.
have you ever seen the movie Pulp Fiction before?
Absolutely.
Yes.
With the gimp.
And that was the part where I almost walked out of.
Absolutely.
Oh, you didn't like that part?
The
Oh,
red
what
ball.
then? What's his name? Ving Rhames? Was that the same one?
Yeah.
I couldn't
Yeah.
handle.
No, I'm
that.
not saying. No, I'm not saying
Red
that part. But I'm saying.
No,
remember
but that
they
was
had
when
the-
he had it. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
exactly.
scene was a bit much for me.
I think I better rent that movie.
Wow.
Hi, Supergirl.
The red
Hey,
ball.
Hey, Supergirl.
Welcome to the
You
show.
got to tune out tonight. We talk about sex.
I
You
got the
can't-
blue
you can't-
balls.
You
Got the red balls.
I'm sorry. Let's let T. Tatum finish. I'm sorry. T.
I was
Tatum.
pretty much finished.
You
I was
done?
just gonna say I should have been undressing while I was reading it. It would have been,
The visual.
the
I
visual.
think that's a good idea.
I commit.
Supergirl, get out of the
I
chat.
commit.
Start from the top.
This topic is not for you.
It's ironic how she pops up on this topic. She's like, yes, this is too Valvin.
Hey,
She's trying to play like
No,
she's
look,
gonna leave, and she's
I
not.
asked baby girl to check our sound because a couple of people said they couldn't hear us. So I said, jump on, just make sure our sound is good.
She's like,
and
I hear it
and I
all.
forgot what our topic was. So forget. Mommy said go to bed now.
You know what? Girl, put some Marvin Gaye on, do your college thing
look,
down
you,
there.
You don't want to hear what mommy has to
Uh,
say. Believe me. So go to bed now.
Too funny.
Anyway, Supergirl, join us live in the vocal booth as we discuss increasing your sexual awareness and increasing your erotic communication skills with your mate. We have a special guest tonight.
Yes.
I'm very excited. Author of
Yes.
Some of My Mistakes, Miss Dawn Forte in the house. Give it up for her.
Yes. Let me give a formal 2,000% intro to her. Dawn Forte is a native of Plainfield, New Jersey. She is the mother of two adult sons and two adult daughters aged 21 to 27. She is also a grandma or a me mother, as a lot of people, everyone says now, of a beautiful 3-year-old granddaughter and adorable 2-year-old son. She's a poet in her own right, having performed in various spoken words, open mic nights in the past. This is her first fictional novel. She is currently working on her second novel and poetry book. She is a victim of fibromyalgia,
Fibromyalgia.
which is a chronic pain disorder. Dawn can be found most days at It's a Rap Cafe in Plainfield writing, or she can be found relaxing comfortably at home with her family reading a good book on a computer. And we formally introduce her, Plainfield's own Miss Dawn L. Forte.
Yes. Welcome to the show.
So
How are you?
excited to have you.
Thank you.
Well, make sure that mic is
Got your
on,
mic
Dawn,
on
and
there, Dawn?
talk into that
Can you hear me
thing.
There we go.
Yes,
You got to
we
get
can.
And turn the mic up a little
nice
bit.
and close.
And tilt it down a little hair. You can tilt it down toward you. Yeah, hold that mic there.
Oh, we don't hear you.
Let me see.
Is it on, Dawn?
Active
Click
front.
it. Let's make sure it's clicked up. Yeah, it's on.
Microphone.
I'm sorry, yo. Let's see what we got.
Hold on.
I think that might be acting a little funny, but like you said, Dawn is a native of Plainfield, and JD with Dillyby actually is the one who actually. Did you read the whole book so far?
I didn't get to finish the book yet, but I can tell you that this book, I'm definitely reading this entire book. Let me tell you, real quick, I have to say this now. You know, Chill and I, and also Norm, were talking about the fact that, like, they're into biographies, and I've always been into informational books, right? So this was the very first time that I've read, I don't know, are you calling it a romantic, erotic?
It's erotic.
Okay.
Yeah,
This is the
erotic.
first time I've ever read anything like this. And let me tell you, when I read the first paragraph,
Like Jason.
I
thought somebody was coming to get me.
Did you read the book already? Somebody wipe that mic down.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, JD.
Can't wait to the show.
Chill was
Was it-
breathing
was
so
it me?
hard. Oh my goodness.
Wow, I don't
man, I
know.
was talking so you know it
Go
was
ahead.
me, right?
I'm sorry.
When I read the first paragraph, first thing I had to do was I had to remind myself that I was old enough to read this type of material.
Wow.
I was looking left and right, like, wait a minute.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you from the, and honestly, it reminded me, it took me back to when I was in English class, saying that, you know, we got to write this 5-paragraph story about anything, and everybody's all like, you know, and for me, being a writer myself, I'm like, oh, no big deal, right? But a couple of things that I remember she pointed out that was so important, and that I saw definitely in this book from the beginning, is how strong the first sentence has to be to make the reader continue to read the first paragraph, and how strong the first paragraph has to be in order for them to read the
Keep
rest of
going.
the thing that you're going. And I'm telling you, this is one of those books that once you start reading it, you will not want to put it down. It starts
Wow.
off strong and hard. Seriously.
So tell us, Dawn, what made you decide that you wanted to write this book?
I've always wanted to write. I've always wanted to write a book. I didn't know I was going to write this particular book until I sat down in front of the computer and started writing.
Okay.
I didn't know it was going to be erotic. I didn't know it was going to be so, as powerful as everyone said it is. But I started writing, and the words just came, and I just kept going until I was done. That was it.
Okay. Now this is a fictional book.
No, it's a real fictional book.
Okay.
There's no real situations.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
let me
right.
ask a question on that because
Sure.
they asked me, okay, is this fiction or nonfiction? And I'm like, I don't really,
It's fiction.
because let me tell you, the story. If you read the story, you're like, this can't be real. Like this story is bananas. I'm telling you, it's bananas. But
Refresh your browsers, or if there's an echo, try to refresh your browsers. I'm sorry, JD.
the thing is that, and I think which is so good about what you did to make people really think that this may be a true story, especially if you're from this area, you specifically give locations, real locations.
Yes.
There's directions in the book to tell you how to get there. So it's so easy for you to be like, well, wait a minute. Because I remember the first one I saw, I think was Hibachi Grill. I'm like, wait a minute, I've been there.
Yes.
Like, wait, is this real?
Was there a purpose in that, Dawn, including that in there?
I wanted people that, might have moved away from Plainfield to read it and say, okay, I remember this place. I remember going here. I remember this street. I wanted everybody to be, to be able to relate to the book that live here. This is where I'm from. So I wanted to write the place that I love. I wanted to write Plainfield to it. So I did.
Okay.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Now, let me ask you, I tell you, there's so many, like I said, starting off. Now, I don't want to give too many details.
Okay.
Because, of course, we want people to get this book.
Right.
But the main male character,
Yes.
Evan is his name, right?
Yes.
Was this person did you create this character based off of someone that you know, or?
I created him based off of someone that I knew, a friend of mine that I was dating. And, we broke up. And it was kind of my interpretation of who he was. I built the character based on who I thought he was.
Okay.
So, and then I just kind of played off of him. And, I know a Sanaya, I know a Macy. You kind of know these people. You kind of know how, people that act crazy like Macy acts. And so I wanted it to be, relatable. I wanted you to be able to say, I think I know somebody like this. That's another way I tried to write it.
Now, one of the things that I really give you a lot of props for, because when I first started reading about Evan and his character, I was kind of wondering, okay, when it comes to the woman's mindset of how a man thinks, I didn't see that really probably working, but if I said, well, let me see what it is. And in my opinion, there's a lot of good, mental things that men really do think about in this book. And I'm just curious, did you get any insight from it? Was this just
I just built him off of the top of my mind. And I didn't want it to be a male bashing book. I wanted it to be a book that a man could relate to and say, maybe I was feeling like that at some time, or, just because he cheated, doesn't mean that he didn't have feelings, and then he didn't have his own emotions, his own things going on. So I wanted to write him like that. I wanted the guys to be able to read this book as well as the women. I know the cover, doesn't really say that because, it's a sexy guy on the cover. But I wanted, when the man picked it up, I wanted him to be able to relate to what I was writing.
Well, with that being said, give us some of the characters and a little bit of the background behind the characters.
Okay, Evan is the main character, and he's the person that does the infidelity, and he happens to cheat with a crazy girl. Her name is Macy.
Okay.
Sanaya is his actual girlfriend, and Sanaya is a thick chick. She's big and sexy, and Macy's smaller framed, and and so they, Macy hates Sanaya because she thinks that Sanaya is beneath her.
Okay.
But Evan, he has some issues of his own, and he started cheating like 6 months into their relationship. He started cheating, got caught every time. So, Sanaya kind of caught him, and then it's some mistakes that she makes, and then some mistakes that he makes.
Okay.
And everybody's basically making a lot of mistakes.
I got you.
So I actually wrote a poem called "The Sum of My Mistakes," and that's where the name came from. I named it something else at first.
Okay.
But then that seemed to fit. So I put it as a sum of my.
So there's basically three main characters.
Three main characters.
Okay.
Yeah.
But there's a bunch of other characters
to
too.
go
Wow,
along with it, but those are the three main characters.
Now let's talk about the process of writing a book. I want to go into Dawn's process as a author. First of all, in your regular life, when like where do you get the time from to come up with these thoughts? It's not a quick process because this book is well put together. How and when do you get the time? You're a mother, you're a grandmother, you still got to work, you got to make ends meet, you're still doing this and that. How do you put together a book of this quality?
I treated it like a job. I got up every day. I walked down to the cafe. I said, I'm going to work. I walked down to the cafe. I sat there for 4 hours, 6 hours, whatever I had to do. I wrote what came to mind, and then I let it go. And I kept doing it and kept doing it until I got to the end.
Wow. And you know, one of the things that I would like you to talk about as well, because each chapter basically is as if it's in the mind state of a particular character at a particular time, right? And then eventually you start to get more and more of the background of these characters.
Right.
So, for example, how do you say the woman, the girlfriend, is it Sanaya? Sanaya. Now, her background is very interesting.
Yes.
Now, how did that background come around?
I didn't want her to be perfect. You know, you read a lot of books, and the guy that cheats, the girlfriend is perfect. She has money. She has all the. I didn't want her to be like that. I wanted her to be the ex-porn star. I wanted her to be the ex-dancer. I wanted her to build her life and get a better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Her life starts out really terrible, and then I wanted her to build into a better person. You know, a lot of people do that. They go through changes, and then they grow from it.
Sure.
So I wanted her to grow within the book. I wanted her character to grow, so that's why I wrote it like that.
You know what I wondered on when you talk about when you're building the character, at what point do you know that that's what you want?
Honestly, God. Seriously, I straight up, wrote when he said to write, I wrote. When he said to stop, I stopped. When he put the words down, I put the words down. That's the way I wrote it. So every day I prayed before I went in, and I sat there and I said, okay, well, we're going to write this, and I'm going to do this until you tell me to stop, and that's what I did.
You know what? And I'm glad you mentioned that, because it's in this book, it's obvious that you have a spiritual connection with God.
Yes.
But at the same time, this
It's
is a
erotica.
grown folks book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people are
Hands
like, how
down.
you going to speak about God when you writing about, and I'm like, you don't understand. My craft and my gift has nothing to do with my relationship. You know what I mean? This is a job. This is work.
True.
This is, people go to work to do different things, and they pray before they go, most of them, and they do what they have to do, and that's the same thing.
I totally agree. A lot of times I say that with acts,
Yeah.
because sometimes you could be a Christian, but say your role requires you to have a few lanes of profanity. Now, I know the average person will say, well, don't pick that role. But if that role's $6 million
Right.
and you got another role for $1 million, you're adding to your blessing or whatever to be. So, you got to be understanding.
Well, look at Chris Tucker, though. Chris Tucker actually had stopped for a long time taking those kind of roles because he did get spiritual.
Yes.
That was the reason why he didn't do the next Friday. And even, I'm not sure about...
Mace?
Say it again?
3 Fridays before Tuesday.
Okay. You're funny.
I mean, everybody has their journey.
Right. Yes.
Everybody has their journey, and if you say God told you to write, then hey, that's between you and God, and that's what you have to do.
But everybody who said how we did this topic tonight, see, was pre-consummated. It was supposed to be done tonight because God helped her write this book. So
And
leave us alone.
Speaking of the topic
Darn it.
tonight, and being that we're talking about this book, I have to tell you, so far, chapter 4, pages 32 and 33 specifically.
Damn.
Paragraphs. Now, I don't know.
Wow.
No, paragraphs.
Wow.
As a matter of fact, let me show you.
Wow.
I have them highlighted.
Highlighted.
Can you read a passage just quickly, JD? But do not, we'll beep you out or kind of, hide that part.
Do you
All
mind?
right,
Well, it's grown folk radio.
Let me
Yes.
tell you. All right, just to give you so you know what this is about so far. This is Evan. He's actually with Macy. They went to the club and they dipped off. They went to his office because earlier he was getting some head. He got caught. So they, him and his girl end up in the argument and everything like that. So he, instead of him trying to fix it, he decides he's going out. He want to deal with it. He calls Macy. They go to the club. They hang out for a little bit. He says, I want you to finish what you did earlier. She said, okay, let's go back to the office. That's just the summit up, right? So they go back to the office. She starts giving him some head. And then he's down here. He says, okay. He says he licked his lips and moaned a little, but he never took his eyes off of me. This is Macy talking. Not until I lowered my entire mouth onto his beautiful manhood. That's when he grabbed my head and began to pump himself into my mouth. effing me. I was so wrapped up into giving him the best head I could that I didn't even notice I had come until it started running down my leg.
Stop right there. Stop it. That's all we need to hear. Don't give him no
You
more.
say praise the Lord on that one.
Chill.
Yes.
Do not
Wow.
tip the desk over while you're sitting down, please. Leave all the equipment up here. That's why he's like, stop. Start leaning
Man,
forward.
I'm gonna go over and tear your ass up PM tonight, baby. Make sure you up.
I'm telling you, this book, and like I said, it continues. I mean, this book is serious. I'm like, yo, you gotta be kidding me. Like
Wow.
this book is serious.
Now I got a question too. I got to be fair about this. You subconsciously, and it seems like I think it was a pattern. I just want to know: did you purposely do this? We know how visual we are as men.
Yes.
When we reading, I'm not saying all men don't read, but to capture the men, I noticed the things in there. You're actually talking about sex. Not that women don't view that, but a woman can read the romance side. Like,
Yeah, that was definitely
to
for
think
y'all.
about that. But for us men, as soon as you say the juice running down my leg, and I was like, wow, I'm gonna read that. So did you purposely do that for that
purposely did
reason?
I did that.
Beautiful.
I wanted the guys. I really want the men to relate to this book. I really want them to
Relate.
feel it and to understand. I was aiming. People were asking me, was you aiming for a particular, age or group? I was aiming for everybody. I wanted everybody,
that's
the
what's
men,
up.
And I
the
think you
women,
did a good
everybody
job.
to relate to it.
Honestly, I think you did a good
So
job.
it's got romance and it's got the that the men like.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely does have
It gives
all
you a
that.
visual.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it really gets specific in the details. And
I'll tell you something too very quickly. The reason why I know this, when I was younger, and this is the honest to God truth, one of my best friends at that time, his name was Mark, still one of my best friends. He's down in Atlanta now. But his mom, he was very spoiled. So we're in, I kid you not, junior high going into 9th grade, must be 8th grade. I go to his house and he's like, oh, it came. And I'm like, what? My mom ordered me some Playboy.
Oh, wow.
What?
Wow.
Yeah, because his mother's philosophy was, because his father, they were separated and his mother raised him.
Funny.
And, I was like, oh my God, Playboy? So, and Penthouse too. He got both of those.
Wow.
And for those that don't know, Playboy was artsy. You didn't see, you saw breasts, but you didn't see pubes.
right.
Yeah, Penthouse.
Penthouse went in.
Yeah.
But Penthouse had something called the letters. There was some sort of letters in the beginning where you could read sexy letters.
Pen or something.
And it was funny because we would sit there and like we were in the room together and me, I'm like, Ma, can I go to Mark's house tonight? And you look at the pictures, but we would read those Penthouse letters and it just, as a man, it just captures you. That's why I can relate. And I'm just like, yo, I got to get this book. That's brilliant. It's brilliant. Very brilliant. Vision says erotica on Easter Sunday gives a whole new meaning to He Has Risen. Just saying.
That's my girl.
Hey.
That's my girl. That's what
What
I
can you
said.
say?
Please.
Jesus will not be the only thing rising tonight.
Hey.
All right, y'all. Now let me ask you this, Dawn. What actually made you go this actual route? I mean, you could have wrote about anything in the world that you wanted to write about. Like, what made erotica jump to your mind and say, you know what, this is the book that I need to write. This is what people need to read and see.
When the words started flowing, that was it. I just had to, do what I had to do. That's the best way I can put it. I really, like I said, I didn't think to write erotica. I wrote another book 15 years ago I never finished.
Okay.
And it was a little naughty, but it wasn't as naughty as this one. But as the words came to me, I was like, boy. And I'm a reader, so I wanted to write something that I would read, that other
That
people
you
would
I
read.
got you.
Yeah. So I picked erotica.
Well, Dawn, I have a question. Once you get it all typed up in your computer, how do we go from computer to the finished product? What's that process?
I actually got a publisher, a friend of mine, I want to think his name is Anthony, introduced me to a publisher. And her and I submitted to her online, and she accepted my book, and she did the process. She did the whole printing and all of that, and ever since then I've been promoting and marketing.
And how long does the process, or how long did your process take? Because I'm sure it could be different from.
To write it, for me, from February to November, and then from November to March.
Wow.
was the actual publishing process.
And where can we find your book?
You can find it on Amazon.com, and you can find it on BarnesandNoble.com. Those who know me know I'm at the cafe. You can come by the cafe and see if I got a book. And I had to actually sell my book the other day, my actual copy, to somebody. So you can get it either place.
Now, guys, I want to ask about erotica in general. I've seen, like, probably, the past 10 years, who was it that started? Janae or Zane or whatever? Zane, that's what it is. Okay. And I noticed that, like, we have now a lot of hood fiction, so to speak. What is there a proper term for that genre?
I couldn't tell you. I don't read it. You know, I don't. I just.
Yeah. Actually, a friend of the show, because we got a lot of talented authors. J.M. Benjamin also writes that type. He writes everything, but hey, you know, shout out to the authors that do that, because there is a market for that.
Definitely,
there definitely
is.
That's
what I'm saying. Once it got going, and I mean, I'll never forget. This was probably 7-8 years ago. I was on the train. I was still living in the city. And then this woman had her like 7-8-year-old daughter sitting beside her, getting her reading lesson on a book like that. But it wasn't the sexual. I mean, it wasn't the sexual is getting there. Right. But she was sitting there going, and the man looked at my breasts.
What?
And yes, I lie to you not. I was like, are you serious?
Wow.
She was getting her reading lesson as a result of that.
YOLO in chat says urban literature is what it's called. That's
Thank
the genre
you, YOLO.
that makes a lot of sense. So
urban fiction, yes.
Yeah, that goes right into that. So it's real interesting. Go ahead, Soups.
I want to. Okay, so you know, you were just talking about that. So this is just a little funny anecdote. My son was about 14, and he asked me for a book, and he told me the author was Zane. And so, you know, I was so excited because he wanted to read, right? So I run out.
I'm going to get everyone.
And I buy the book, and I give it to him. I never read the back or anything. I'm like, oh, he must need it for school. I never asked any question.
Wow.
And so, you know, this, you know, yeah, you guys know me. I'm not faking it. I am a little naive when it comes to certain things, right? So I buy him this book. My daughter tells me, Mommy, you brought Eddie a Zane book. And I'm like, yeah, does he need it for school?
Wow.
She's like, Mommy, no, that's like a sex book, Mommy.
Wow.
I had to go retrieve the book. So
you mean the rippling abs and bubbling boobage on the cover did nothing to spill the secret for you?
As a parent, no, it didn't have a picture like that. It really didn't. But as a parent, read the back of the book, please, when your children
Too
ask
funny.
for
Too
so
funny.
that I had to take that book back and read it.
Oh, you read it.
Was it good?
It was very good.
Wow.
Yeah. It helps, you know, get the creative juices flowing.
And some other things.
Speaking of creative juices, let's go back to asking our author here some questions. Now, Macy, there's a part of her who's, and this is interesting because I really want to know women, if, you know, I don't know women like this, but I'm assuming there really are women like this out there. One of the things I remember her saying in a book was how much she got pleasure with pleasing Evan.
Yes. Hey, Darth.
Say what?
I'm talking to Darth Vader over here.
Oh.
I'm intrigued. You hear me?
So I was wondering where your helmet was at and your cape. All right,
let me shut this mic off.
So, and then she even says to him that she will do anything to please him. It was as if, you know, she wasn't worried about being pleased herself. Now, I don't meet women like that.
Wow.
I don't meet women like that.
I'm sorry to hear that, JD.
I'm sorry. I meet Janet Jackson. What have you done for me lately? You know what I'm saying? So there really are women like that they just want to please.
Oh yes,
there are, sir. Yeah. Yes, they are.
Really,
those the best times.
Here in Plainfield, like
he said, him.
What's the spot?
He said here in Plainfield.
Where's that cafe again?
Yeah, right.
What time it open?
Are you serious, JD? You've never had a woman that was just willing to please you, that wanted to please you, make sure you was good?
No, I'm messing. There's actually, and I know there's somebody that's listening that's probably mad. Texting
No
me
blow
right
up dolls.
Saying, no, I have, but
it's a woman's nature.
The way, not like the way this woman says it in this book. I mean, it was almost as if she just made it clear to him, even though she wanted certain things. she kind of made him believe that all I want to do is please you. You know what I'm saying? It
She
wasn't
was
like,
obsessed with him. Though. She
Right, I was about to say.
She was.
very special.
She was.
Yeah.
She's really, really obsessed with him.
You a virgin, JD?
YOLO in chat says, dude on the end is way too into this
YOLO
topic.
is
Shake my head. He must be a virgin.
JD, you were like, we were talking about, okay, where were we? Back to the book.
Oh, YOLO.
Tell
Between
them.
my breathing and
JD,
JD's
You're
interest, boy.
multi-orgasmic, man. You tell them.
Yeah.
Of course, YOLO. I don't know if you're new to this, but one of the things that I like to do, I like to throw a little extra in there. And of course, I actually read a nice amount of this book, so this is one
You
of the
like
reasons why.
sex, JD.
Oh, I love
please.
sex. Of
That's
course.
it.
No, that's right.
That's not it. That
That
is
is
not
it.
it. I like to hold
Now-
So-
too and cuddle.
Dawn, just one other question. I always ask authors to get them. Talk about writer's block. Did you get that at all?
15 years I had writer's block. Like I said, I wrote
Wow.
the first
That's
one.
amazing.
15 years. And somebody said, another friend of mine, he said, you need to get to writing. And so I started writing again, and it was gone. The writer's block is gone so far. Thank you, Jesus. It's gone so far, but I'm having a little bit of problem writing book 2. You will find out at the end of this book that I need to write book 2, and everybody keeps telling me that. So I'm I'm 5 chapters in, but it's a hard process. It's a hard process.
Well,
I can imagine.
okay. Now you're saying there will be a part 2 definitely to
There will
this.
definitely be a part 2 to some of my mistakes. Yes.
Now, are you going to make this an ongoing series or just a 2-part series?
I haven't figured that out yet. When I get to the end of 2, then
Okay.
I'll know. Definitely.
Okay.
Now, have you considered maybe even trying to make a movie out of this?
You are probably the 15th person that said that to me. I would love to make a movie out of this. Everyone says that they think it would be a great movie. I would love to try. I would love to try that, yeah.
We need to make some content. Talk to Bill, Soups. I mean, you never know. Bill
Never
could
know.
make something like that.
JD
happen.
was hoping he could make the movie.
Oh, he can be Evan. No, wait.
He wants to
I-
play
Star
Evan.
in-
Hold on. I don't know.
Evan?
I don't know if I want to
Direct.
be Evan because I just remembered in chapter 12 he starts
Oh,
Castrated.
you know the
he starts talking
chapter.
about something. I paid very close attention while I was reading this book.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, he releases something about himself. Now I don't know the specifics of it yet because I haven't gotten that far, but I
Okay.
think I know where it's going. But one of the things I can say is that there's several times in this book where I thought I knew what was about to happen,
And went the other way.
it went a different way.
Right. I wanted to do that too. I wanted to
Yeah.
make sure that I didn't want it to be predictable. You know?
Right.
I wanted people to get to the end and go, "Oh no, she didn't." And I get phone calls that actually say, "Oh no, you didn't." Especially at the end. My girlfriend that's here with me tonight, Kat said to me when I got in the car, she said, I got to the end and I went to turn the next page and what happened, And I'm like, I wanted people to want more.
Keep that cliffhanger going.
Yeah, I
Cliffhanger.
have definitely a cliffhanger.
All right. If you're just joining us, you're on bcastfromradio.com, and tonight we have in studio guest Dawn Forte, author of A Sum of My Mistakes, and we're also touching on the topic tonight of the power of erotica. It all goes hand in hand here on bcastfromradio.com. So that being said, we've been discussing your book. From the hears of it, from what JD says, there is a lot of erotic things going on. What's your take on erotica in relationships and how powerful it is and what part it actually plays in a relationship?
It plays a bigger part than what I think people are willing to admit. You know what I mean? I think a lot of people want to kind of keep the sex and the erotica, over there to the left or whatever. Or, sometimes as women, we give it away as a prize, instead of, we give it away as a prize.
Like Macy.
But I think it's a lot more important than what we give it credit for.
Now, if I want to ask everybody out in the chat, I want to start with my author and then the panel as well. If you had sex 10 times, how many of those times, give me a percentage or a number of how many of those times you would want it to be straight erotica, something like this book seems to describe. Freaky.
Every time.
And then how much you would want it to be love making.
Depends on how tired I am.
You know what I mean?
Who says that they have to be separate? Love making can be
Why
very
you gotta make
erotic.
stuff so damn difficult?
No, that's
Smooth
true.
Pete? My God, I'm
Hey,
I understand.
tired. Okay,
It can
thank you,
start-
chill.
It can
Good Lord.
start like love making and end up free.
No. If you only had one or the other,
I'm gonna be
if you
fair.
had 10 times, which one
I'm
would
going
you
to say
have?
half and half. I would like it to be half the time, it's nice and freaky, and then half the time it's, the sweet, kind, loving, all of that stuff.
I'll be fair. Me personally, I'm a 7'3" dude. I'm a love maker. I'm passionate. Don't come put some ice on me, because the next thing I know, I'm a catch a flat, if you know what I'm saying. Don't pinch my nipple with no clips, because I'll be like, what the hell, girl? Nah. That's me. Now, if we're prepping for that and we know we getting into that, I could deal with that. But that's me personally. On the 10 times, that's probably gonna be 3.
Let me jump into this one. Wait.
If you don't stop smacking the mic. Now I can't. You done smack your mic around too much.
Hold that mic.
There you go.
All right. No, honestly, if I had to choose one or the other, I would say it would depend on how I feel about the female. Because if I really care for her, then I would say I would go with the lovemaking. But if this is me just getting mine off, then I would say I would just go with the freak.
No. If the girl you really care about, you still gonna want to get your freak in. So that's what I'm saying. If you had sex 10 times with the girl you really cared about, how many times, if you just had one mission, be freak or be a lover, how many of those times out of those 10 times would you choose freak or lover?
That's difficult, because that also depends on the mood too. Like,
that's my Maddie.
Yeah. Okay.
Miss
I got a feeling we're going to have a lot of information tonight from Miss Maddie and Smooth P. Non-freaky, one love making. I love the role play. This is Miss Maddie. Smooth P from PKS1. Is you coming in tonight, baby?
Yeah, fool.
Hey, chill. You play.
It's a fire. This is Smooth P.
Yeah.
I got to put out your fire, Miss Maddie.
Oh, no, I didn't know. You want to come upstairs and check my pipes?
Yeah. Matter of fact, I'm going to pull my hose out and extinguish you, girl.
And I'll just be in the closet.
Camera in
No, not there. No, I'm just saying, at my house.
Visions do not encourage. It's bad enough we got to be here with Pete.
I agree.
This is Pete's
Go,
topic
Miss
too,
Maddie.
by the way.
Go.
No, actually, this wasn't. It could have been.
It is now.
This was the closet freak.
We're brother
topic.
X now.
Yeah, right.
I'm so afraid.
brother
Don't
X.
excuse us tonight. We acting up. But every time I watch a porn, for some reason, I'll be mad. I'll be like, if any bald-head black dude walk in, I'll be like, is that Pete?
Wow.
No, that ain't Pete.
He did admit he
That's
wanted
Wesley
to,
Pipes. That ain't Pete. Because I'll be like, I got to make sure.
He used to want
Back
to
in
be
the day, yeah. I
Pete
was
is-
going to be. I was
Oh,
going
we
to
are
be
acting up.
porn star,
That's
and
my
I was
man.
Thank
really
goodness
though.
it's not used to Sunday anymore.
He keep
Okay.
it. He keep it funky. That's my man. I'm sorry, but yeah, I digress. Go ahead, JD. You were saying.
No, I'm finished.
Oh, okay. And T Tatum, answer your question. How do you
probably
go?
roll with our author, half and half. Maybe even a little more freaky. Maybe 6 to 7 freak.
Yeah.
Soups.
Wow.
I can't answer.
You got 17 children. We know the answer.
Yeah, we know the answer. You got that right.
All you know is I did it 6 times. That's all you know.
Wow. But they're all freaky? How many times out of the 6 was it freaky?
Every time I got freaky, I got pregnant.
Well, there you go.
You know what, too? I got to be fair about this, and it's a true story. My mom, everybody know Mama Chill. She's a senior and everything. And I actually went to her one day, and I asked. I said, Ma, was Dad a freak? I want to be.
I would never
I want to be
ask.
impressed about my father.
No, check this
And
out.
my mother said to me, "What? No, he just came in, put it in. Next thing you know, he was asleep."
Wow.
And me as Dawn, I want to be impressed with my dad. I'm sitting there going, "That's it." But I do believe there's now. Listen, I'm sure that there was some people in those times that done different things. But I do believe right now we are more freaky than ever.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
I
we
think we're
are.
freakier now
we
than
are.
ever.
But listen, brother, don't get it twisted. Don't. Wow. Here we go.
Wow.
Y'all, if y'all don't stop it.
We might have a naked party after the Smooth P in the reception. We might come with togas.
Miss Maddie said, okay, hold on. Miss Maddie said, I told Smooth P yesterday that we are doing a whole week in a role play away from the home. And Vision's like, woo, Miss Maddie, have fun. And then Miss Maddie's, I want to play our Pretty Woman all the way down to the shopping spree.
She did tell me that. She told me that yesterday. Matter of fact, she called me and told me that. Because the movie was on yesterday, and that's her favorite movie of all time. She said she watched it like 60 times. So.
But they don't get freaky though in that movie though, Miss Maddie. But you know, one time real quick, what Jay Boogie and I do from time to time is I will call him up and I'll be like, what you doing tonight? And he's, oh, we ain't really got nothing on. Oh, okay, well, you know, meet me at such and such. And when he meets me, I'm a whole nother character, and he becomes a whole nother character.
Oh,
and then,
wow.
Okay.
Well, you know what Ed and I do. Say, you know, I call him up and I say, look, we got to pay these bills.
Wow.
And he said, come on over here, girl. Let me do some work so I could make some money.
Trisha, go ahead and write the checks. And I'm like, okay, let's go to work.
Hold on.
Hey.
Hold on 1 minute. We got to get these chat room rebels in because this is hilarious. First of all, YOLO says, damn, Miss Maddie. Vision's going, woo. Anthony says, rule number 1, make the woman come, and the rest is easy. And guest number 424 says, I think we are just more openly talking about the freak in us. That's fair.
Exactly.
Because it was kind of hidden.
Before that was like taboo. You know what I'm saying? If you know, you're supposed to be a lady. Like ladies don't do that. Ladies don't swallow and ladies don't put your balls in your mouth. So it's like if you went outside and you told people that,
yeah, Miss Maddie, now you got to get a new script.
Wow. Oh wow.
Oh my God.
Wow. You know what I'm saying? If you was out with your woman and you talking, oh yeah, my wife last night, she let me do it. You know, they would.
What in the world? Is it still
ostracize you.
Easter? Okay, it ain't Easter no
It's
more.
not
All right,
Easter no more.
I
It's
feel
12.
somebody.
But you know,
freaky.
let me ask you, because they always say that you want to have, well, back in the day, it was you want to have a lady outside and a freak in a bedroom, right?
Mhm.
But I remember watching shows like The Sopranos, right, when he had his wife and he had his
side.
Gumar, I believe it was called, right? And the thing is, I remember one episode where he was telling somebody about all the freaky stuff his side piece did, and the guy asked me, said, you know, why don't you just do that with your wife? Like, what? That's the mother of my children.
Yeah, exactly.
That's sad.
That's crazy.
I've heard I want to piggyback. 'Cause I've heard guys say that also. Like if someone's like the mother of their child or their main girl, like, no, I don't want to do that with her. I'm not gonna have her do that. And I don't understand that. Like that makes no sense to me. If anything, once you've entered in a real committed relationship with somebody, that's supposed to be the person that you explore everything with. If you're going to do any of that type of stuff, you do it with them. Why would you get a side piece, a side man or side woman to do all the good stuff with, and you're at home being bored with the one that you supposedly love? Like that makes no sense. That to me is the recipe for the relationship to crash and burn, because you're always going to want that extra. So that means now you're going to be going over here more than you're here, and then you won't be here anymore. So that's dumb. That's a dumb thing.
And Visions, I should have said the proper thing to say on air is orgasm. You know, on air. She asked me why am I uncomfortable saying.
No,
You
say,
know,
went to the window.
But let's not let V go, because remember 2 years ago in our original studio, V came in with some origami sex figures. Let's not forget that.
Really?
Yeah.
She did
V
what?
get it in. Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, well, she's
V
been
ain't
trying
no
to get
joke.
us to go on a
She
field
was
trip.
cutting papers and stuff.
It was
No,
what was
she-
that, V?
She had quite a few.
It was
things.
origami sex figures. It teaches you positions, and it was like you take one and lay it this. Boy, I tell you, man, we should pull up Houdini. The freaks come out at night. We gotta play that tonight, definitely.
You know what we also got to do? We got to remind the listeners that they can call in and be part of it.
We
Yeah.
got one right now. Hold
That's
a
true.
second.
Oh, that's V.
Call her from 908 station. When you calling from your BKS radio.
Hello, y'all. It's Visions.
What's
Hey,
going on,
Vision.
Visions? How you doing?
Oh, wake up, girl. You up? I know you up.
Wake up,
Happy
you freak.
Happy Resurrections Day.
What was that you brought to the studio that day? What was that you brought to the studio?
Y'all, wait, what did you say, Joe?
What was that that you brought to the studio that they do? It was origami figures, right?
Yes, it was sexual origami.
Wow. I've never heard of sexual origami before.
Actually, it was kind of
there
cool.
when I had the sexual origami figures doing things on the
We all was
Whatever
playing with
was-
them. We was like, "Oh, look, you can
on
put
the
this
desk.
this one like that." I think they was even moving
Legos.
They was like the
Wow.
remember the old GI Joe dolls? You push the back.
Wow.
Rocking them,
quite-
sock'em.
Yes, it was quite an education.
Wow.
So V, what's your take on erotica? What part does it play in your relationship?
Well, I'm single. It doesn't play anything in my relationship except for just I read it just for the fun of it.
What kind of what does it play
could
in
be
a
erotic by yourself.
I have every
self-satisfying?
and Soups. I still cannot. I just can't believe. I'm sitting here looking at every cover of every single Zane book I have, and just I don't know how you didn't realize what you got your son.
Yeah, I don't know.
Wow.
Maybe I was.
She was
busy.
just happy he was reading.
Maybe I was busy that day. You know, I was overly excited that he asked me to
She
buy a
just
book.
picked it up.
It really was.
It said Zane. She grabbed it.
I still have the book. I'll bring it in next week.
Now, real fast, V. Before you go any further, I do want to say this. Dawn, tell us where we can get your book, where people can purchase it and everything. Before you go any further,
Amazon.com, The Sum of My Mistakes, and BarnesandNoble.com.
By Dawn Forte.
I'll get it.
Thank you.
And Anthony, no, you didn't offend anybody by using the word "cum." We freaks, Ryan. I said balls in your mouth, so come on now, bro.
Yeah, you good with that?
We all good.
I do
It's
have
all
one more
good.
question for Dawn before she goes.
Yes.
well, go ahead.
The Sum of My Mistakes, the title of it just grabs me.
Okay.
And the cover is off the hook. So I'm wondering, with the Sum of My Mistakes, how much of that as the theme of the book do we get into? So there's the erotic part,
Yes.
but is there a life lesson in there with the Sum
Very
of My
much so,
Mistakes?
yes. Very
Okay.
much so. A couple of them.
Okay.
Yeah, a couple of them.
And by the way, I took the picture on the cover for Dawn too. That was me.
Those are your hands.
He's the flames in the background. All the
So
flames
many phone calls about the
burning up
picture.
everything.
Yes.
That
How
was
did you
me.
come up with that cover?
My editor sent that to me. It
Mhm.
was the first cover that he sent to me, and I said, oh, "Absolutely, I love
Yeah,
it." And
I love it.
Yeah.
All right, and we actually have another caller from the 973 station name where you're calling from. Your BKS
I
from
know
radio.
who this is.
I know it too.
Oh, you know
Oh,
who
no.
this is?
She was calling. That damn Tara.
madam.
Hello, everyone.
She is
All right.
happy.
I'm surprised
madam.
you weren't the first caller, madam. Like at 11:01.
I'm surprised you ain't called to read the topic
Oh.
out. Right up.
Yes. Oh, I'm sorry, but to Dawn, that author, I am going to get this book.
Thank you.
I use
Thank
books
you,
like
thank
this
you.
as like a training vessel.
Wow.
And nothing against vision, but being single, that's your time to train and to upgrade. If you feel there's some things you need to work on, tweak, I use these type of books and everything under the sun to sit up and upgrade myself.
All right now.
So who
Me
knows?
too. And I'm married. I still upgrade myself.
I'm a start.
Yeah, so it would be better for the next man, better for me.
And,
Oh,
and look, I'm gonna tell you specifically. Read pages 32 and 33.
Wow. Paragraph.
Chapter 4.
Wow.
Tell you, it was
That's
Can
definitely-
you leave that
Chapter
copy
4,
here?
page
Thank you.
32 and
I'm sorry,
33.
that's my
Believe
son's copy.
me, I will read those.
tell you.
So I'm sorry. Go ahead, Joe.
no. Now, basically, we have visions on the line, and we have the Madame on the mind. Well, by the way, you got a great voice too, Madame. I'm serious. You can definitely have that phone sex job. But
You know what's funny is that back in the day, people used to. I have stories on how people used to like try to use my voice as for what they used to say 1-900 and sex phone numbers.
Wow.
I used to have bosses at my job, my own bosses, call my phone, and I used to set up my voicemail. I had a really nice erotic music in the background, and I had my voice, leave a message, don't forget your number. And I never forget, I was working for a trucking company real quick, and they wanted me to come in early. So they called me. I had to, like, back in the day when you had the pager with the voicemail.
Exactly.
So they called, and all of a sudden my pager was going off, but I would check, there would be no voicemail. So when I get to work, everybody's looking at me real funny, and I work for a trucking company. So I'm like the only female working a night shift in an office full of men and truck drivers. So all of a sudden, I got these truck drivers and all of my bosses looking at me weird. And I said, well, y'all called me to come in. They said, yeah. They said, what the hell is up with your voicemail? And I said, what are you talking about? And he said, the dispatcher played my voicemail on the intercom throughout the whole the dock
Wow.
and everything. So I was wondering why when I was coming up the ramp into my job, everybody was like, "Hi, Tara, bye-bye." And I was like, "Why are you saying bye-bye like that?" And come find out, they was playing my voicemail over and over on intercom, and they were poking fun at me all day.
Motivation.
But come to find out, I was getting harassed by my bosses. They were blowing up my phone.
Wow.
They listened to my voicemail.
Now that's a damn freak. Listen to somebody's voicemail and get
That's
whacking
also
off.
a damn lawsuit.
I want you to come in. 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 Now.
Here's my question to
That's what they were
everybody.
doing.
What in the hell just happened over there in the center?
That's what they were doing. I'm saying they were calling her voice.
Here's my question to everybody. Everybody here, Dawn as our guest, everybody on the panel, Visions and Madame. Camera. Would you have sex in front of the camera? The video, would you video yourself having sex and watch it?
I want to do it. I actually want to hire somebody. I want to hire a professional person to do a movie. Yes.
Let's go. Okay, Smooth P is in. I'm in for it too. I would do that.
I'm in for it too. I don't know about hiring somebody. I mean,
you would set your own camera.
I would
something.
just get my own video camera.
But you would do it. The point is, you would do it.
I want all angles. I want like professional. I want angles. I want zooms. I don't want no makeup, but I want zoom in, zoom out.
No, I can see this. Wait, can you imagine this? Right now, imagine P and Maddie at the Maddie household. Right, action. I'm the fireman. Wait, hold on, Maddie. Rewind that. I didn't get that right. Let me come back. Did you get the light side of me over here? Okay, let's go. So that being said, Pete, we know you do it. You know I would do it. Let's keep going.
Nope.
Soups, that's a no.
Of course not.
T Tatum.
I would tape it, I would watch it back, and I'd delete it.
Boo.
Because the world we live in today, no ma'am, no sir. I would tape it. I would watch it back,
I would
enjoy
look
it,
at
and then delete it.
myself.
But he is my husband.
Visions?
It's
No, thank you.
Interesting.
I'd rather not. I don't videotaping. No, I've known of too many people getting into way too much trouble.
Yeah,
that's fair.
But you know,
Even if you think you're in the really safest situation, my memory's very good. So I'll just remember and learn from my memory of what I did, what that person did.
I want to see. I want to see it in 3D. I want to see it coming at me.
Smooth.
Yes.
Don't
you got glasses and everything.
Smooth. When you had a whole production going on, please just don't have the boom mics dropping down into the shot a little bit here.
Hit me.
I could have swore I saw Smooth.
Yeah.
I could have swore I saw Smooth P in the background of Boogie Nights. I swear I did, bro. He was holding the boom camera like, yeah.
Yo.
Wow.
Bert, he could get me to do that part. Get Dirt. I'll do it.
Okay, I got a question for y'all.
Okay.
Yes.
What? This is it's still part of the topic, but still. What is the funniest porno setup, like scene-wise, that you've ever seen? You know, normally, pizza delivery. Put your pepperoni here. What's the funniest porn setup you've ever seen?
Wow. I could tell you, I'm going to start with this only because I fast forward past all that. So, honestly, I couldn't even tell you.
I don't want no script. Just get to the
that's time to me. Yeah.
That's part.
That's what I think. Chill.
No, that's boring.
No, it's funny.
They don't make the movies no more.
Oh, they don't anymore?
No,
they don't.
It's just
sex?
sex, straight sex shots.
Boring.
Why go to that? You might get a quick walk in. I think the funniest one I was a true story real estate agent. What it was a guy comes driving in the driveway. He puts up. He has these. You could tell these fake signs that they just wrote for the scene at this huge extravagant house. And then the porn star at the time name is Cherokee D Ass. She comes walking out with this skimpiest outfit on, and he's like, you gotta leave. You could tell they are doing it off the cuff. You didn't pay me rent. You didn't pay rent. And she's like, but I'm Cherokee. And then he's like, yeah, I know you Cherokee the ass, but that what they got to do with me paying the rent? And she's like, I got this. And next thing you know, he's like, okay, I can give you 2 more months. You know, and next thing you know, she's walking them in, and the music is on. So I think that's kind of crazy.
Wow. And for those of you who don't know Cherokee,
I'm gonna be honest with you. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
You would have took that deal. I'm telling you.
I don't really watch pornos because they're not interesting. And I've always said this even when I was younger. I'd rather make one than to watch them because they're not really that interesting to me.
You watching the wrong ones, brother.
Nah, well, listen.
They're training tools.
Listen, I'm a teacher.
You gotta watch
don't
though
need no
before
training
you're
tool.
fully trained.
Listen. I mean, you can always learn
They're
something
not
new.
realistic. They're not
They're just
realistic.
Yeah, that's the fantasy for me.
Well, listen.
They're not supposed
For
to be.
one, your man is not going for an hour or two.
If you
Go
got
ahead,
the right
guys.
stuff.
I don't want no
So
man
that's
going
it.
for no hour or two.
They used to be about 20
Sorry.
minutes, I would say.
Get that man some baji chew and then tell him that he ain't going.
Okay,
that
so
long.
we're real quick. Okay, so Dawn just was over here. She's Soup said it's not realistic, and Dawn said no, they're not. But you could easily probably take a few of these. Well, JD, can't she take a few of these scenes from her book and flip it into a porno?
Oh yes, definitely.
So
Oh,
then
yeah.
why? So
There
then
you
I
go.
guess okay. Here's the
32,
question: what's the
33.
difference between erotica and porn?
Oh wow, good question.
Erotica is something you read, and the porn is something you watch.
Right.
Well, also, if you guys remember when we had was the person that was trying to become a porn star, and they actually talked about that, the difference between erotica and porn. And the thing is, it's really a perception. Honestly, it's really perception. What you consider to be erotica. Erotica is supposed to be something
just
that
boils
is
down.
not
Erotica
as
is
serious.
the written form of what you see visually, which is porn.
Well, that's your definition, Vision. But
That's
the
the
doctor
definition.
who actually
Here's some erotica
the-
going on right
the
now,
person
Matt.
that was
I mean,
a professional in that
JD.
particular, this is what they said.
You know, because and I want to say this real fast to chime back with the tape, and which I would also find is this: I have a couple of friends that revel in that, and it's kind of funny. Men and women, some women don't mind. I'm not saying it, but if you polled 100 men and 100 women, I think more men would be into the filming of it as opposed to the women. I just believe that, because my boys, I'm not going to front. I mean, he's filmed a young lady giving oral, you know, and it gets back to the perception. Women have to, like we were saying with the older times, this is perception. We're ladylike. I'm not this freak. But deep down inside, a lot of them are. We know that.
It's all on
But-
YouTube.
But it's also
on
you
Facebook.
said it. I mean, men are visual. Women,
Yes.
like Vision says, she doesn't need that in order to remember it and enjoy it. You guys are visual.
And I think we watch more porn than y'all. Let's be honest. Men watch more porn.
You went
Well,
against that last time we talked about it.
most porn is made just for men. There are now, over the last about 10 years, there's been more female directors that have been making porn for women, but for the majority of the part, porn is made by men for men.
Why do you feel that? Both parties are having sex. It's not just men having
No,
sex.
but the directors and the people that are creating the stuff, that's what it is. They're thinking upon, because originally, because of the whole mindset of how women were to be the lady. So they weren't seeing women as viewing this and as something to pleasure them. It was more something to pleasure the man. And that's why the movies and stuff was created. That's why when pornos are done, women make buku money and men
yeah, a
don't
lot
make
more.
jack.
Yeah, but so women make a lot more money in porn.
I want to get
Because
to
the
another
movies are
app.
made for you guys, not for us. If it was a different story where there was more female directors and writers for porno, and they were being done to pleasure women, and more women were purchasing and watching porno, then yeah, the guys would probably get better pay.
Correction. Men might make less than, but most porn stars make very little money.
Yeah.
Women,
Some
females.
of them pull a little check.
Oh, I don't
We
know.
did the research when we
Yeah,
did the
remember
porn show.
what's her name? We had on. You guys had on a couple of years ago.
Amber
She was
Sloan.
making nice money.
Yeah, she make
Yeah.
like
Right, but when we
$10,000
did
a
the
shoot.
porn show, 2 months ago it was, and the report was, and it was even in that movie, it was just saying how they were like the top ones, like the Gemma what's her name?
Jenna
Jameson. She was like
Jenna
a top
Jameson.
one, but for the most part, most of those ladies you see them make like $500 for like a couple of a movie or two or something like that. They weren't making a lot of money.
I think it's changed because I think the industry is a lot more flooded. You have a lot more people trying to get into the industry who are willing to do
To
the
just
shoot
put
for a lot
themselves out there.
cheaper.
Exactly.
You
That's
know?
what I'm saying,
So
yeah.
that's what's messed up the game.
And another thing that was also, I remember from that show, is that even though they might not have been making a lot of money per scene, they were doing a lot of scenes per day. So even if they only made $500 a scene, they might do 4 or 5 scenes in one day. So
And it's how you push the envelope. If you're willing to do something crazy, you might make more money or become famous for
Actually, it was the exact opposite. You had to do little at first until people got used to you, and then they wanted to see more of you. And that's how Jenna Jameson became so big. She knew how to play and pace herself, so that if you just bust it wide open the minute you come in, then they just kick you to the curb very quickly.
Yeah,
but you got to build up and build up and build up and pace yourself.
Okay, I got something real quick to ask everybody here, and I want to thank everybody for sharing their erotic, sexual nature here tonight.
You freaks.
Booty slapping. Booty slapping. Now, whether it's with a whip, whether it's with your hand, or whatever, are you into it? As men, do you like doing it or getting it done to you in some cases? Do you like being submissive? I mean, that's part of erotica. Some men pay a lot of money, powerful men in high spots, to be whipped and chained and all that good stuff. So let me say, I'll start lightly with the booty smacking. Whether, like I said, it's a whip or whether you're getting whipped or whatever, are you for that? Now, you can be open with it. Me, I'm not with it.
You're not with the smacking that?
No, I'm talking about one. I'm not with getting smacked.
Oh no,
because I feel like as soon as it gets smacked, it moves to the next level, and you know what the next level is, and then after that, next thing you know, you get a prostate check. No, so don't smack me. I'll smack that ass though.
Yeah, that's what
I ain't gonna front. But
what's the pleasure
you know,
in that?
You know what? That's a good point. So, no. Well, answer that one.
Well, in sex, there's a very thin line between pain and pleasure. So I think that's it's part of S&M. Like just like the same thing. Like with some people like to be slapped, some people like to be choked, nipple clamps, You know, what I'm saying there's a real thin line between the pleasure and the pain senses.
Anthony says it's overrated.
I agree, Anthony. It is, but really just like doing it.
Yeah, right.
I don't know why.
It's a great pleasure. I mean, and I do agree with Smooth. It is a great line between pleasure and pain. I mean, I like getting smacked on the ass. It's nice. And it's a pleasure, and it is a pleasure, but it is sort of a pain that is enjoyable. But to me, it's a part of it.
Let me ask you, based off of this, you know, you brought it there, so now I'm going to bring it to a different level. Now, you know, and I'm thinking of this character, Macy. Now, when it comes to blowjobs, women, right? Do you feel it's disrespectful if a man smack you with his dick?
That's called
with his penis.
With his penis.
It's called a turkey slap.
A turkey slap.
That's what it's called.
Let me hear who's going to answer that question.
It does get a little disrespectful. I mean, don't get me wrong. It is something I do enjoy pleasing a man with.
Yes.
But don't get slap happy. You know, after a while, you know, I mean, I don't have a problem.
I worry about it. It's my whiff every time.
Go ahead, madam.
Strike two.
All right,
I missed the face. Strike three.
So a couple of.
Can you move a little closer, please? I can get it. If you move a little closer. But damn, I mean, you people we got ready, boy. No, go ahead.
So a couple of getting smacked a couple of times is all right. Just don't go crazy with it.
Where are you smacking
don't
it?
Get slap happy. I mean, it's nice to get it.
Are you smacking her like it's a nightstick?
You know, with a rise, but once you get that rise, then you know it's like okay, you on the runway, you know, let your plane taxi a little bit, but once you take off, let me coast.
See,
throughout the rest of the ride.
T. Tatum has obviously never been smacked.
I guess she's never been turkey slapped.
Now. I never said that, but y'all, the way y'all are saying it, it's
like a oops upside the head.
Mama was when I tripped and I fell all over. No, just joking. But no, I mean, like, serious, like, whoa, you know.
Wow.
What the hell kind of show is this?
It's erotica, baby.
No concussions. Okay. No concussions. Sorry.
I'm going to bring us down for just a second. I've been wanting to ask this question. I'm sorry, guys. I just kind of say this. Like, for me, the difference between porn and erotica is erotica stays with you longer.
True.
That's fair.
I agree with you.
It stays in the mind longer. Mm-hmm. That, you know, and I think the more subtle it is, the more it stays with you.
Okay.
Oh, and back to sucking ass.
A lot of more power. It's nice when women do it. It's great to have that power to be able to control, but it's a pleasure.
I figured it out.
Take us back, Chill?
No, I figured it out. The reason why it's very important I say this, I figured out why I enjoy smacking ass.
Wow.
Because in a way it's a compliment. Because when you're looking at it, you're like, damn, you got a fat ass.
True.
Look at that fat ass.
You know, we all know that you have a thing for the back pocket. That's what it boils down to.
And I would like what you call a turkey slap, but my turkey always miss. So what can you do? But you're right. You're right.
What is doing?
I was going to lose it. Anthony asked that. I was going to
write that in your next book.
What did I think? Who asked that?
Anthony.
Oh, Anthony.
I was going to
kill you.
I was going to ask anyway without Anthony. So
I think that if you're with somebody and it's a long-term thing, whatever goes.
Nice.
Just do whatever you want to do. You're in a committed long-time marriage, whatever. But I don't think that you should just do it with
anybody
and everybody.
True.
You can't do that because you just take
No. I agree. Don't give it up.
I agree also. And I think that's where a lot of relationships fail, is when you have two people who are not willing to explore with one another.
Right.
I think that's when the infidelities and the cheating start to creep in. Because if someone has this in them and it's something that needs to come out and they don't release it at some point in time, they're gonna have to release that.
Yes.
Right.
And it has to come out some way, whether it's like I said, starting to watch a lot of pornos with yourself and pleasing yourself, or saying, you know what, I'm not enough. I need to go out the box. I need to find a person who's going to do that for me. So, people need to be more open, to that with your mates. So, like I said, not everybody, not every
Go
Joe.
ahead, Richard Gere.
Say it again.
She said, "Head Richard Gere."
Go ahead, Richard Gere.
So let me ask y'all,
Stop it.
ladies, this: what do y'all think about the hair pulling?
I keep your hands out my hair.
I ain't trying to be funny. When PM get her hair done,
It depends.
don't touch that damn hair. That could mess the whole mood up. You better. I told y'all one time before. When me and my wife is getting biz, if she getting her hair done, we prop them pillows around the neck.
Wow.
Don't touch that hair.
Wow.
It's like putting ice on me. I hate ice. I can't stand. One negative about my freakiness, I'm gonna keep it funky with you. I ain't trying to make my bedroom Chef Bobby's Soufflés. I'm not a food dude. Because if I start, if you bring too much food in there, I'm gonna stop thinking about you and start eating because I'm hungry. So, but that real talk, I'm not a food dude. There's a lot of people that use that in their sexual nation. That ain't bad, but I'm talking like.
You say nation?
Yeah,
sexual nation. Help this man.
Yes.
Yeah. But some people love that. That's part of their erotic chain. That how they feel. Some people bring fruits in. Matter of fact, what was funny was on YouTube. Mm-hmm. On YouTube, there was a young lady who made a whole clip about herself doing different fruits, being erotic, the way she peels a banana. And guess my crazy butt was right there.
I want a banana.
But she made it erotic by the way she was doing. And I think women understand, and me, a woman wouldn't look at that. But now you're telling me this, ladies. If you read Dawn's book, or if you read any other book like that, is it easier for you to quote unquote get hot reading a book or seeing a Playgirl magazine?
Wow. I don't even think Playgirl.
No, reading a book. I mean, reading the book, because when JD read that little passage, that was arousing. So that, to me, that the book would be better.
Reading more for you ladies.
Yeah, definitely.
Wow.
Because I think we can put ourselves.
They say men are more visual and women are more forget the word, but we're more, we can picture, like when we read it, even though there's description there, we're also visualizing ourselves, internally visualizing. That's why it's easier for us to it sticks with us long, because we've already visualized it. We've already added our own sense and our own colors and everything to it in our own head, so it's there in our head.
Crazy.
It doesn't. We don't have to go out on 22 to the spot, to the DVD spot and get what we got to get.
Right. Yeah, we can visualize it. We build our fantasy. We build
and
our
that's
character.
The thing.
It's honestly, I agree with Vision. It's very easy for women to build in our minds with our imaginations
and just jumping
an entire character and everything.
Jumping on that, it goes back to what Visions was saying. They make those pornos for you, and you all said yourself they don't even have a storyline no more.
They don't,
and so they just jump into sex. So for me, we can sit back, we can create the fantasy along with Dawn's book. We can put ourselves in that, in that outfit, in that place, and you can then, and like Miss Maddie said, we're more mental. So
yeah, great.
You guys are catching.
And even to jump off even more what T. Tatum is saying is that, in some ways, reading the erotica and even our own visualization of what we're doing is in sense a foreplay, because we are picturing what it could be, and then as we go to put it together with our mate, it's it's even heightening things up because we've already visualized it. Now we're bringing it to fruition, to reality.
So fellas, instead of getting a porn, get a book to read her. And that might work. So in other words, you go out on your date, you're like, I'm gonna get some good. Don't try to sneak the porn and be like, oops, I meant to put in a regular movie. I ain't know this was coming on. Instead, get Some of My Mistakes and read what passage, JD?
That's you are absolutely right. I would love for 32 and 33, like the next together. That to me is a straight turn on.
Is it?
If I'm in a relationship or something like that, instead of a porno, there's nothing wrong with a porno. But reading a book or an erotic poem, that's nice.
You know what? I gotta honestly say, because of course, I'm into the porn, the pictures, things like that. But as you see, when I talk about chapter 4, pages 32, 33, when I read that, I was like, yo.
Maybe you're touching your feminine side.
What the?
He was touching some side.
JD, no, you get points for that.
Did you not?
Be touched. That's sensitive, and I think that's erotic.
They gave you points.
We heard.
The man has highlighted parts in the book. He got into this.
I didn't read the part where I said, she says, I slurped and sucked and licked until eventually Evan rammed his penis all the way down my throat. I gagged hard, mainly because I wasn't expecting him to be so aggressive. Honestly,
that ain't attractive.
Listen, all I can say, that's fun to do. But I mean,
to y'all, that is not cute. That gagging all hard.
That to me, as a man, me reading that, I wouldn't be like, yeah, I'm gonna go home and gag my girl right now. that is for a female.
Well,
like you said, that is for her to get that visual.
That particular erotica may not be, because there's many different books. I'm not saying, but you might find a different book written by a different person. That would maybe be more appealing to how your sensibilities and your partner's sensibilities. That would be perfect for you, as opposed to those pages in passage.
Well, I have a question.
Yes.
Okay, I want to ask you, and you may not know, but in terms of numbers and erotic books, do you know what the ratio is to men or women that purchase?
No, I wouldn't be able to answer that.
Okay, I was just curious. I would assume that women are probably the majority of the buyer.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Now I think that it's a great idea to put a book like this to CD.
We were just discussing.
And I think men would definitely, be listening to this in their vehicles.
I like to audition for it.
Absolutely.
Honestly, like I was saying, I've
so
never.
Go,
no, all you hear is.
That's what I'm talking about.
And the slapping. What about the turkey stick? Can we get a few hits across the face?
Yeah. Well, let me hit a nightstick. Yeah. Now give me the ass smack. Wait a minute. What if you got a big ass? That's a tight ass. What if it's?
And he concentrate when he do it too. It's like he really there.
I'm a headbutt that ass.
What you say, Madame?
Wow.
There's a lot of concentration behind that smack.
Yeah, definitely was. But I just want to say,
ass.
Smooth is interesting because I asked in chat Miss Maddie about the hair pulling, and she mentioned that she likes a little roughness, but you're not into that now. So
Miss Maddie telling all your business.
You said I'm not
really
Keep going, Miss Maddie.
I like roughness like that, but Snoopy don't really like.
The only reason why
she said violence. I'm not gonna punch her in the gut.
I'm talking about.
You know what I'm saying?
The passage
beat the hell out of me. I love you, girl.
Flying elbows.
I love you.
No, the reason why I said that is because that passage that I read, I think it probably did something different for me than maybe you, Chill. Definitely YOLO, because he with the WTF, so I guess I'm not into that. But I don't know. Maybe the freak in me kind of came out. I guess that's what it was. And I've never been a type of person to read books like this, but I will now.
Dawn, you done made a new fan here.
I will now.
That's the point, right?
Definitely. A lot of new fans, I'm sure. And definitely, once again, tell them where they can purchase your book again.
Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com.
Okay. All right. Now, where could you think about? Well, not where could you think about? word that wrong. When do you think that part 2 may be finished and ready for sale?
I'm aiming for July
Okay.
to finish it, and then it takes about a couple months.
After. Okay.
So by the end of the year, she out.
All right. So make sure y'all keep a lookout for that one too.
Now, you said you would love to make this into a movie. In your head, have you cast this in your head? And
I haven't cast it in my head, but I think I haven't grasped hold to how people are perceiving this book. You know, it's a little. This is my first one, so I'm still kind of trying to connect with my emotions, because I'm still writing and I'm still, I still have to do life, you know what I mean? So, but I'm gonna think about that when I go home tonight.
Speaking of that, if so far from
JD wants a part 2.
The part that I'm looking at as Sebastian so far, but again, I haven't finished the book yet, but so far that's the character. If I were to try, that's the character I would want to be. So far from what I read.
JD, Miss Maddie in chat said, JD, your woman or next one better watch out, especially after you finish that book.
You're right about that, Miss Maddie.
Dawn, another question that I got, and I guess I would ask this to a comedian, I would ask this to any type of actor. Your children, like when you're writing stuff like this, erotic stuff, what do they think, or does mommy even say, don't read my book? Like, how do you work that?
I have to tell you a funny story. We had my book signing, and my dad came. And I told my father specifically, do not read my book. My father's 79. Do not read my book. My father sat at that book signing and snuck a book and read the first 4 chapters, which are the most erotic.
Definitely.
Needless to say, he called me the next day. I need 2 books.
I got a couple of friends.
But as far as my kids
one
go,
for each hand.
Yeah.
Wow.
As far as my kids go, my oldest daughter, I have 4. My oldest daughter read it. She loved it.
Okay.
My oldest son, my youngest son, I just gave him his copy because he was away at school. And my youngest daughter, she's still getting through it. My youngest daughter actually reads Zane. Okay. So this shouldn't bother her at all. But coming from mommy, I got the looks and I got the what in the world, you know what I mean? I've been single forever.
Okay.
So, they're like, where did you get, my oldest daughter's like, where did you get that from? But she enjoyed it. They enjoyed it. They're very proud in it, and they enjoyed it.
What's up?
Yeah.
Well, I can imagine your oldest son
he's 27, so
he don't want mommy to like that.
He might get the visualizations thinking like this ain't fictional. She done did this, and I don't like it because
right?
I mean
It
is what
Is
it is.
this how I was made? That's what they all know. Was I made this way?
Wow.
This is great topic.
Definitely.
And Dawn hanging in with us here. You're on BCast1 Radio. You're live in the vocal
Yes.
booth every
Yes.
weekend. We're on Saturdays from 11 to 1, and then Sundays we start at 10. We have a review of any type of artist. We review music artists and their project, and then we go into our topic. So make sure y'all lock that in y'all browser. Join us all the time and spread the word.
And you know what I love about us too? We're not afraid to tackle topics like this. Like this would be so taboo for other stations.
Right.
They would never ever in a million years. But that's why you come to BCast1 Radio, because we keep it real, we keep it raw. We get the butt smacking, the teabagging, every hair pulling, night
We did
sticking,
not
turkey
do
smacking.
nothing about teabagging yet. That was my next question. Good one, Swoop. We disrespect, man. Let's be honest. Let's just be real honest. You don't see women. Let's keep it real. We're going to keep it real right now. We're going to have grown folk talk. Women don't take a breast and smack us in the face. They don't take their stuff and
That's
Lord.
not true.
Let me stop here.
There was a contest I seen before. I forget what show was on. Oh man, we're basically it was women with really big breasts, and they were slapping the men with the face across the face to see how many times he could take it before. I forgot, this was years ago, and they were like knocking people out. Like these were women like really big joints, so they were slapping them across the face with it. So it goes both ways,
baby. Cinemax late night.
Both ways. It goes both ways. Women do it too.
But yeah, men, and you know what? Like I said, I like what Dawn said. I think Dawn put it all as what did we start? I said we was gonna start last at the quarter of the night.
Yes,
the quarter of the night. Mm-hmm. Dawn said what I think you said earlier. Whatever floats your boat. If you're in a relationship, or even if you ain't, you are who you are. I read a book one time. It's funny. My ex-fiance wasn't that experienced. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna be fair about it. She was pretty much damn near a virgin. And I didn't like. Me personally, I'm not into that because I hate teaching. especially when it comes to sex. I'm sorry to say it, but that means she actually bought a book.
Wow.
And it's
Dummies?
not it ain't as sexy as you think, because what I can't stand is don't do it and then ask in the middle of it. Like when you're getting it popping, don't be like,
is it good?
Am I doing it right? You want me to do it this way? And I'm like, no, my eyes are just way up in the back of my head. I'm laying back with my toes curled up for nothing. Don't talk. Just do it. That's when I turkey slapped her. You know what I'm saying? That made me turkey slap her, T. Tatum. Like, stop it.
You had to point it out to me.
You know what I mean?
I'm quite aware. I now know what a turkey slap is.
Wow.
But I agree with that statement, JD. You know what I mean? It's about who you are as a person. And if you're comfortable sexually and you're doing your thing, hey.
What's sexy about a good night sticking? I don't get it.
It's just
no, seriously. I have not had a turkey slap. So where are you slapping it again?
Across the face.
Yeah, across the
like
face.
across my cheek, or across
Yeah.
the eyes. You know what?
Wherever it lands,
on my
wherever it lands.
forehead.
You can do it
Right between your
You can do it your forehead, face. Smack you around a little bit before you put it in.
I don't see anything sexy about
Take your
that.
eyes out.
Say it again, madam.
I said usually 9 times out of 10, T. Tatum, it's gonna, gouge your eyes out in a way.
And a man will put it in
That's
any
a lot.
hole and just pump.
Your ear,
any
the
hole.
nose, wherever.
Did you just say he'll stick his wee wee in my eye and gouge it out?
Anywhere.
I like that.
Is that what you just said?
I like what you said, T. Tatum.
I got to include you, chill.
Wow.
I didn't want you to feel left out. Wee wees.
Oh man.
And then J Boogies.
Wow.
Wow, I love
That's
you guys.
good stuff, man.
Soups is now. She's looking down at this paper. She ain't said that about 10 minutes.
Same piece of paper.
She's like, listen, I don't know nothing about this, but I'm gonna go home and have some turkey tonight.
Well, this is my thing. I do go on record by saying this, and all seriousness. I am about pleasing my man. I want to do what I got to do, but I'm not the one that really likes talking about it. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I mean, sometimes things in the back, I don't know. I just think some things don't always need to be talked about. And I don't think that makes me less of a, I don't know. I don't know if that makes me less of a freaky person or what. I just don't think everything needs to be talked about.
You talking about during or?
Oh no, when we getting it in, we getting it in. But here.
Talking about your personal business.
Yeah.
No,
Someone turn their monitor down. I don't know whether it's Visions or Madame. Turn your monitor down because I can hear the echo.
Okay, here we're getting the feedback.
Go ahead.
But I think that's a good way to go now. How important is talking during sex for you? Like, do you need to get down and dirty?
Some
or
people don't like it.
I'm quiet.
A lot of men are quiet
I
sometimes.
talk, but only at certain points.
Yeah, you don't want to have a full blown conversation. How was work today?
Oh, that's a
It was
turn-off.
good. Did you get the laundry done? Yeah.
Will you please stop demonstrating? Please, we get it. We get it.
Because sometimes, you know what I think, and I'm gonna dive in on that. And I'm gonna be fair. I have a very, very close relationship with my sister, my older sister, and actually, she's the one who kind of gave me my experience in dealing with women and things that women do sometimes in bed, the games that women play.
Okay.
Such as, not trying to be funny, I'm keeping it funky. Every man out there is not well endowed, but a woman will sometimes tell that because a man, when he feels that way, he feels he's the man, he does it better. He might have a little one. So that being said, my sister says whatever you hear is not necessarily true. You might not be tearing it up as much, and the girl sounds like she can't take it no more, but at the same token, the real quiet girl is really getting super enjoyment. So don't ever go by that. Now, that being said, some people express themselves. But I am quiet.
But now she picks up the book, The Sum of My Mistakes, while you're in the middle of doing it, and start reading.
Good point.
Yeah,
Good
that
point. You
means-
can't have disinterest. Very good.
Oh my God! I'm flipping the channels, right? Now let me tell you.
That just gave me an idea.
Wow.
You need to
The
stop.
reason why I asked that question is because I've never been a talker during sex myself, and I remember when I was in college, I had a girlfriend. She was really into that, so for me, I'm trying to please her. So I'm saying, back it up. Yeah, I'm trying, right? So we finished to do it.
Did you read her a riddle?
I wasn't writing riddles yet. I wasn't writing riddles yet.
Oh wow.
But this is the thing. This is the thing. I think I did write her a poem though. But anyway, this is the thing. Afterwards, she started getting on me about what I said. She's like, "What you think he was doing?" And I'm like, I was trying
me to talk.
Yeah, I tried it. You gonna start bragging on me afterwards?
That is too.
So that was the end of that. I'm like, no more talking for me.
The bird flew in the wind. The wind was smaller than the pigeon. I'm about to go there. Well, the bird, as you fly, what is it?
Now remember.
I know what it is. Let me come out the closet. This is pudding. Wait a minute.
Oh, wow.
Excuse me. I know y'all in the middle of something.
That's terrible.
It's erotica. Cut. Action. Now don't say the riddle as fast this time, JJ. Where my cane at?
Wow.
Oh my God.
I love y'all, man.
You going to hell?
That's terrible.
We digress here so bad. But it is what it is.
Y'all are
If you just join us, your BKSRadio.com live in the vocal movement tonight. We're talking about the power of
We're going to
erotica.
have some gasoline draws.
We have a studio guest.
Teleported there. That's about it.
We had a lot of fun. And we still got time. We still got a little time. Dawn Forte is with us tonight. Plainfield. Make sure y'all go out and purchase this book. JD was our proofreader. He said the book is on a scale of 1 to 5, 5 being super hot.
Yo, this is a 6.
Wow.
Honestly, this book is the truth. And like I said from the very beginning,
a long time.
from the very beginning, you read that first paragraph, you're gonna be hooked.
All right. JD gonna go home and finish it tonight. No doubt.
On the ride home.
He said on the ride home.
It's a great book.
JD,
honestly.
did you
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
you riding your bike home with that thing straight up in your face?
I'm
You ain't gonna see nothing.
It's called
We all in the middle of 28, going down the street, getting hit by cars.
and I'm be racing Smooth P on the way home. Too.
Wow.
This is great. This is great. So I did learn something tonight, and what's interesting, I am going to try. I really am. Seriously, I do agree with Smooth. I'm not really a reader, but what I've learned from you ladies tonight is that is a different way. Women find things a little bit differently. Maybe reading is something I will try to experience with my wife to see how it works, just to be different. You know what I mean? I'm going to give it a shot. Matter of fact, some of my mistakes to be our first book.
Does PM ever get mad at you for telling all her daggone business?
Absolutely. And not really mad. She'll just be like, same thing everybody say. When I walk in the house, she'll be half asleep. You's a fool. But to me, the truth is, now I do agree. T. Tatum, I respect what you said. You said there's certain things that you may not want to talk about or whatever, but she knows she married, so.
And also, I gotta respect him. I don't know what he don't want all his stuff out there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
he got a lot of
But
stuff.
all I can say is this, and anybody that really knows me know I am. So I'm an open book to some degree.
Yeah,
all my real people. It's funny because back in the day we used to play Taboo a lot. Me and some of my peoples, and one day I think the answer was a freak to the question. So I was like, what am I? And everybody, freak. You know what I'm saying? So it was that simple.
Wow. I do have a question though. I will put this slight bit of business out there about myself. I have wondered, okay, well, yeah, we can pick up books and learn. We can watch some videos, and I personally, and I don't want to get on this, but I personally am careful about watching porn because you got to be careful of that stuff. Yeah. People get addicted, all of that. Okay.
Yes.
So, are there people out there like a Madame Tara? Is there a healthy way where women can go somewhere, or men, and they can be taught how to do something better in a safe, healthy environment?
Go to the Museum of Sex in New York.
That's one place.
Okay.
You can have a passion party, like a erotic party. I know a lot of women who sell sex toys, and they come to your house and they either put on like for your girlfriends or anything. Men are included too. I even give those parties. Usually I do them at least. They're large parties. I usually have about like 30 women. and I do have like what they call pure romance or erotica parties.
Do you do demonstrations?
They sit up there. They pass around a lot of toys, and they have a lot of different, arousal creams and solutions and such that they allow you to try.
Okay.
And yeah, then they let you try. They say if you want to just to get the feel of it, to help enhance, they allow you to try. It's not like it's an orgy party.
They testers
go into a bathroom and basically try the product.
Okay.
Are you just really? What are you doing with them testers?
Yeah.
Finish.
No, you said like the creams or whatever. Like creams or lotions.
Yeah, as long as you ain't done with
Interesting.
Not dildos.
No, okay. No, I'm talking about if someone said, I need to learn how to give head.
Wow.
Good head, even.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
about. That give lessons.
Really?
Just
how do you
like
do that?
In classes, there are people that give lessons on giving blowjobs.
Wait, so do they teach them how to deep throat too, or just how to?
Yeah, they
curious
give them
about
like
whether they teach that to
dildos
women
or something, and then they put condoms on them. Just like you go for women who want to do pole dancing lessons, they have strippers that teach you how to pole dance. There are women, especially in the strippers who are in erotic dancing, they teach you how to give blowjob lessons.
JD wants to be the model.
Listen, serious talk. Once
They don't
again,
use human models.
in the conversation that I had with my sister, and another young lady kind of confirmed this. Now, if a woman is open to saying this, fine. If you're not, we'll just leave it open. But I was told that a good way to get good at fellatio is using a banana and being objective and not breaking it. So in other words, the wetter the banana gets going to get sloppy, but leave it still in its form. You know what I'm saying? And
it's high potassium.
5 more minutes, get me through, Jesus.
I'm just saying.
Oh man, I love this show. We can go. These one-liners, we can go all night long.
Man cave show.
Yeah, because let me tell you some of the things that I had here.
Yeah, go ahead, Sue.
Touch her non-sexually, show appreciation, emotional intimacy.
Agreed.
I was really way off base.
No, that's included.
Way off
Ram her from behind.
That is stop.
She only here doing motions. No 4 minutes.
We know Sukiyo. That's a part of erotica.
It is.
Definitely.
It definitely is.
Very much
What
so.
is?
Thank you, man.
Like doing like holding hands.
Emotions is
stuff
a
like
part
that.
of erotica,
Definitely.
especially for women to definitely get their control over. It's not a control, but a pleasure to a guy. Yes.
That's
I
like
love
foreplay.
kissing.
That's like foreplay.
Kissing.
Kissing
That's a
is
form of
very
foreplay.
important.
Kissing
Yeah,
is
it's
important.
kissing, but yes,
Tickling.
having an emotional connection is a great
Feathers.
erotica pleasure. It's
Tickle.
part of foreplay.
Don't tickle me. I might
Feathers.
give you one of them elbows. Well, feather different, but I'm very ticklish, so you can't.
You know what? I'm going to admit something here right now, live on BKS1 Radio.
Hurry up, clock.
Erotica. This
We
is
got 3
erotica.
minutes.
This is erotica, and I'm going to be honest here. Chill, Mr. Keep It Real. Look at I got everybody like, oh Lord. There was a point in time. I'm just being honest. There was a point in time where I had a serious addiction to massage parlors.
Oh, wow.
Serious addiction.
Ooh, red light
And
district.
I'm dead serious. I'm talking about
Happy
the foul ones, happy endings.
Oh, wow.
Now I didn't go beyond. I'm gonna keep it real. The happy endings is all I did. 'Cause there are some that are borderline prostitution, but I always was afraid of that aspect. I always afraid of. But I there was a point where I was really addicted to it. And what's funny was, even though I didn't actually have penetration sex, there wasn't no oral. There was a fantasy about that I loved. Just having a different woman, and I used to go to different ones. That's how I was. I never went. Some men, when they go to places like this, they get one. They like, I like her. Well, my fantasy was having the different women. So I would go to one in this town and one in that. Because my Clark Kent, I travel all over New Jersey. So if I would see one, I'll be like, yo, I'm gonna drive back there and check it out. And it's a true
I
story.
didn't know when you see one.
Well, you can see
massage.
it. It'll say massage, and and I
It's
would
written in crayon.
No,
That's how you know
it's
it's a
big.
real massage.
It's funny. It's big business because you a lot of times right now they're doing a lot of raids on it because once again, not trying to be funny, there are legitimate ones that legitimately give you great massage. People that go to school for them, not degrading what they do, but there are a lot of dirty ones that are borderline prostitution. And those are the ones I used to be like, all right, cool, I'm going here, going there. And you would see a sign that says massage, or especially written in Chinese. I'm going to be fair, the Chinese ones give great massages, but my fantasy was having different women, during the time. That was my fantasy.
Well, if you were married on the hip hop show Wednesday, actually, when I was on Facebook, I showed window that somebody posted up there that it was a massage parlor and they were giving free happy endings.
Yeah.
So
I had to
Let
stop.
me ask y'all this.
I
real
stopped. I
Let me
definitely
ask.
stopped.
1 minute left, real quick.
Yes.
If you all knew how much these women simply looked at that as a job and could care
Agreed.
less as who you are and if you get off or anything else, would it really ruin and change your desire to do that?
Yes.
You think it would?
Because that's the thing I find so comical, that men do this and ruin their marriages and ruin their lives, and these women could care
I agree with
less
you,
about it.
I agree with you. They don't love you. So you're asking basically if I knew for a fact she was just like, oh, hurry up and just.
It's an act. It's a script.
Me not love you long time.
Me
Me not love you long time. Me love you short time.
It wouldn't be a
All these
fantasy.
strip clubs, it's fantasy. They got bills to
You're
pay.
right. You're 100% right.
That's the thing that amazes me. I'm like, they don't, there's a few that they care and really want to do, but for the most part, they don't care nothing about you.
You're right.
Well, Dawn, as you can see, the sum of my mistakes sparked some conversation live in the vocal booth tonight.
Definitely.
I can't wait to read it and support you.
Oh, Visions, I saw that episode of Chloe and Lamar, too. That was funny.
And we also want to thank you for coming in
And
tonight.
hanging with us too, Dawn. We didn't even tell you to stay.
So funny.
And you just, you came in. You first were scheduled just for an interview, but as you can see, we got love for all our guests and all people in the chat, and also on the phone. We want to thank Visions and Madame for joining us tonight. For real, y'all are just chat room rebels. Vision, one of the originals, and Madame, you are definitely one now. And thank you for always supporting this show.
For sure. All right, y'all.
always support BKS1.
Thank you. We appreciate that.
Yay!
All right, y'all. Another great show, another great weekend. Tonight, we also read it and reviewed Dawn Richards' new release, Armor On. She got a 3. So if you like it, go out there and support it. We also, once again, want to thank our in-studio guest, Dawn Forte. Definitely. And make sure you go out there and get that book, The Sum of My Mistakes. Make sure you get your copy. It's a hot read.
Amazon.com. Very quickly, before we go, I need your help, Chat Room Rebels and BKS1 fam. We really want to do a show on mental illness, bipolarity in the black community, something that's not talked about, but we would be very irresponsible to do it without an expert. If you know someone who is a counselor, psychiatrist that handles that, please email us at bks1radio@live.com. Please help us out so we can help you guys out.
And I also want to chime in. Also, another topic that we're working on is gambling. So the same thing. If you know someone who is basically lost things, family, possessions, belonging, because they have a gambling problem, and or a counselor who helps against that, please email that also, because that's a show that we're looking forward to doing.
All right, y'all. So thank you. Make sure y'all tune in tomorrow night. I'm sorry, Sushi, you had something to say?
Oh, no.
Okay, make sure you tune in tomorrow night at 9 p.m. for the FYI What the Hell's Going On show.
Yeah.
Not the ordinary news show, y'all. So keep it locked to BCast from Radio. Up next is your 24-hour music play. And as we always say here at BCastFromRadio.com, it's never
about us. It's always about you, because you are the next best kept secret.
We out of here, y'all. Thank you. Love you. We out.
Y'all nasty.
Stay out of trouble, y'all.
Good night, bitches. Good night, Madame.
Bye.
Damn.
He's still talking about the book, y'all. He's still talking about the book.